but that's it. I have to push myself to do it. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to get back in the groove unless I do it. So here I am with you. Love your accent. Where am I? I am in Hollywood, California. Thank you. Tomorrow is today. You bet. If I didn't do it yesterday, I'm already late, So I'm here today. So I'm motivated. Do me a favor. Share out the broadcast. If you're on TikTok, please get me over on TikTok because they keep pushing me and messaging me. Please go live. Please go live. I can't. I guess a lot of people don't know. I can't live stream until I have 1,000 people over on TikTok. And people, my people are still finding me. You guys are still finding me from having been taking a rest for a while, right? But I'm back. And when I say I'm back, I mean like God willing and with the blessings, of the public, I should be able to be back for good, hopefully. So I'm counting on you guys to get us there. If you want me live on TikTok, we got to get to 1,000 because I literally can't unless I'm there. But I can live stream with you here until then. But I'll go down to the walk here and we'll do a round and we'll see how it goes. But I am really asking you guys for the support and I admit it. I need your help. I can't do it without you. And some people really think they can't do it without you. I know I can. I know I can. I know I can. But for me, I can't be right with myself unless I'm doing it the way that I know how to do it. So here I am with you. I can help you. What do you need? I need you to share the broadcast. That's what I really need. I'm here. I was talking with a couple of constituents of mine, and the idea was, well, let me just sit back for a while and, get certain ducks in a row, and then we'll get there, and then we'll get there. And, essentially what I was told is like, well, you don't have to go back into live streaming. You don't have to go back into doing all the social media. We'll just get you all set up. You have plenty of history with that you've proven your ability. We'll just get you based and then we'll go from there. And I like that idea, but the fact of the matter is if I don't do this here and do this now, then how can I live with myself? I can't live with myself knowing that I cut a corner. I can't. It's about my own personal conscience. And if I don't rebuild this properly, the way that I know how and the way that I should, then I'm not going to be comfortable with the success that I get because I'm going to know it isn't totally mine, but if I earn it the way that I know I should, then I'm going to feel better about it. I'm going to be satisfied with it. I'm going to be okay with myself. Hold on a second. Okay. Thank you.
I'm here with you guys somewhere.
Yeah, and I was just watching what do you call it? I was watching a TikTok, and the woman was one of the women from Big Bang Theory, and she was talking about like physical and mental health, and how you could have physiological issues just over stress and anxiety and whatnot. And I realized that as I'm doing pretty good. I don't really have any of those types of problems. I really am just that stressed and I'm that scared, But when it comes down to it, when you got to push yourself, you got to push yourself. And if I don't push myself, I'm not going to make it. So, will I make it like living, being alive? Yes, but I'm not going to feel alive. And I want to, be in the moment. I want to continue to be in the moment. Governor Colley is an idiot. That's just sign a line. Thank you. And if it means I have to humble, since it does mean that I have to humble myself to the point of doing all this all over again, then so be it. That's it. There's nothing else to it.
Just make sure the other phone's recording.
So that's it. We're rebuilding from the ground up. My name is James. Now here in Hollywood, they know me as Step. But my name is James. And I am just as unique as everybody else that makes their way here in Hollywood. You know, I found where I fit in. I know I keep saying that, but humble and modest, you gotta be. Yeah, so I am originally from Pennsylvania. I moved to LA about a year and a half ago. I've been kind of finding my way and getting myself situated since I got here. You know, you guys know, some of you know, a couple of years ago, I took a pretty hard hit and, you know, put me down for a minute. And I had never taken a hit like that my entire life. So it was one heck of a rude awakening. And I learned a lot, learned how to keep my head down, and I learned how to stay humble. And now I'm to the point where I have to take all that I learned over the past couple of years and I have to put it to use, you know? Strong. Well, thank you.
Okay. I think I'm good. I think I'm here. I'm here now. Took a hit? No. He gave the hit. I thought it was going to be. He never gave a shit. We can be like Dr. Seuss. Let me know if you can hear me. I can't hear my audio levels. Body levels. I know, right? At the ass crack of dawn, and now the dead of night, midnight.
I guess they're either doing something tonight or they're shutting down for the night. I don't know which. Oh, I can't. Thank you. Thank you. I can't.
I got a couple bits.
Hi, how are you? Oh, 1 second. There's like something. Oh, geez, the whole sidewalk is closed. I don't know what I just walked into, but we're gonna go around, hopefully. You'd think that living here, I would know what's going on, but honestly, there's something going on different, new every day. I never know. So today, I don't know. Do I walk around other places? I don't really travel a whole lot anymore. I mean, I will for like work and stuff, but like I used to travel vlog and whatnot back in the, you know, the simpler days. But now it's life's more complex. So I'm pretty much grounded here in Hollywood until I have myself properly situated, and then the powers that be will have me that I'm going around wherever else. But for now, I'm pretty much just here, and that's fine. You know, I like it here, so I have to get my headphones right. 1 second. That'll work. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Hey, it's all good. It don't matter to me either way. I'm doing my own thing out here. If you guys were out here with me, you'd see it's like I'm living a whole different life. I'm not. There are so few elements from my past that are here with me, and the elements of my past that have come to me with Hollywood to Hollywood are the ones that I've wanted to come with me. So I don't talk about the past for the most part. I really don't. Like I said, I mean, I don't think you guys realize, for some of you who are just tuning in and you're finding me from like alternate content, it's like,
I don't think you guys can.
I mean, years behind me, literally years behind me. So I'm not really like in tune with any of what else might be going on. Like some people get lost in the past, and that's where they live for the rest of their lives. And you know, I think there's just been some experiences that have been like I'll put it to you this way. It's like as you grow and move on in your own life, you're going to have experiences with people that are very profound in that moment. And then you have a choice during that time to either move on from that moment and grow further, or to let that be where you decide to live, right? Not necessarily a plateau, but like where you decide your life to be. And my life has had some profound moments, and I've had some profound experiences with people. And many of those people had those experiences as being very profound to them personally. And then they decided to continue living in those moments instead of moving on, either on their own or with me. So for me personally, my life has grown exponentially since any of the events that most people who are coming from the fan accounts or who are coming from, past content are even aware of or in tune with. So
why is he hated?
This is where I'm at now.
Don't be a hater.
I just I haven't had the opportunity to catch you guys up with a whole lot of where I've been and what I've done, and I really won't get to. Might not be too long,
better.
But you know,
me.
It's
Who,
just
Steve?
I don't share
That who was talking
a
about?
whole lot of my personal life near as much as I used to.
Christ, this is loud. Yeah. I love Mr. Anderson. Yeah, he's younger than you. I thought my camera, guys.
Cool, thank you. To the comedy story.
I don't want people.
No, I don't. Where's the comedy store at? I don't know about that.
Stream sniping.
Hello.
Stream sniping, Steve. He's so evil. Oh.
That's awesome. Cool.
I don't know what hat I'm wearing. I might be wearing a crazy hat.
Yeah, so there's like, I don't know what they're, oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but here, 1 second. I'll show you.
Oh, yes.
They've got like a whole bunch of vehicles lined up here. I guess there's some type of event going on or something to that effect. Whatever they're doing, it's not totally set up yet. But yeah, like living here, it's very interesting because just the other day I was walking through here. I didn't know what they were doing, and I walked up the street just in time to see Brad Pitt. I was like 6 feet from Brad Pitt, like literally right where I'm standing.
You won't shut the fuck up.
Just moseying down the street. Oh, there's Brad Pitt and what's his name? Not Orlando Bloom. What's his name? George Clooney. They're just on the street here, and so now they got something else big going on, I guess, and see more famous people, which is really neat.
Oh god.
I mean, I figure famous people for how they have it all set up.
Yeah.
But, here, look. Yeah, they're doing something at the theater. I just don't know what they're doing. But we'll.
You don't have any money to go to the theater? I shouldn't pause them.
Collapse, and then what do you call it? I'm sure by the time we're done, they'll be doing whatever they're setting up, and then I'll see if I can get it on camera. I just don't know for sure yet.
Maybe John Allgood. Can make mistake John Allgood for Brad Pitt.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Show you George Clooney. No, he's not here today. He was here with Brad Pitt the other day. They were doing a premiere for an Apple TV Plus show or a movie. It was called Wolves. But now today, like I said, they're not all set up yet, so I don't know what it is. But we'll find out. But what I am going to do, I'm going to shut my music off 1 second because it's killing the battery.
No, keep it on. Keep it on. We also got to annoy him. Oh, I'm using all my phones. Wait. There should be one phone left, actually. Where is it?
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be on my kids. Where? Hold up.
The Joker premiere, Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, I don't know, honestly, but I don't think that comes out till like the 4th or 5th of October. So there's a couple more days till it comes out, but maybe you're doing that. I don't know. Yeah, so like I said, I don't do enough with you guys, and that's on me. And I'm sorry for resting on my laurels. You know, I spent so long, I spent so many years making so much content, and then I just for how much I put out, it's like, you know, there's still a lot of people that are still finding a lot of the content I put out and are still, you know, like there's people that are brand new to me that are watching content I made like 3 and 4 and 5 years ago. And so I don't really, I guess I got kind of lazy where I was like,
origin stories.
Well, I don't need to keep making stuff because, well, you know, people are watching, the numbers are growing anyway.
Like how the man became the monster, that shit that we do.
My situation that I was like, well, I don't really care if I have a whole lot of social media followers or not, because at this point people know my name and you know, I've gotten it out there and I'm good. So I don't have to
manic today,
you know, create any content. And I feel like that's where I'm
having
going wrong,
meetings
you know,
with people that don't exist.
Regardless of whether or not I make content, it's still going to take me a couple of years, more than likely, to get myself situated and, you know, build like a repertoire and, you know, get acting gigs and stuff like that and actually have like, I don't know if you call it a resume or like a portfolio or what you call it, but to have all that together, which I've been finding like gigs on Craigslist. I've been finding gigs on Facebook. And so I am actually starting to find like acting and modeling positions, which is pretty cool. I haven't gotten anything yet, but I literally just started a couple of days ago. So usually I would assume it takes some time, but since regardless it's going to take some time and I have free time in between, I might as well make some content and reconnect with you guys. Premiere was tonight. I don't know if it's over or what. Maybe it's over already. I don't know. Doing great. Thank you. Yeah, it's that's the truth. You know, we all make mistakes. We all make rough choices, and some people have their mistakes blasted out in the public. Some people don't. You know, but I'm doing good, and I'm surrounded by a lot of people who could relate. You know, and plenty of people who have their own scandals. You know, it's like there's a lot of people in the middle of nowhere where, like, I come from the middle of nowhere, right? So a good amount of the audience has been from the middle of nowhere. And
is Pennsylvania the middle of nowhere?
Been from the middle of nowhere. And a lot of y'all are not used to a whole bunch of, you know, you're not used to scandals. You're not used to that kind of thing. And so it was like such a big deal. But around here, it's like,
usually hitting your pregnant girlfriend is a big deal, yeah.
Thing, and it's like so minuscule. So it's like out here, pretty much everybody's going through that or has gone through that. So it's like it went from being the biggest thing in the world to like people are like, "You're good. Why are you even thinking of like that's forever ago? You're doing what you're doing now, and you're fine." I'm like, yeah, that's a good point, you know. And so I was able to shift my mindset pretty quick.
A method actor. You can't stop hitting.
What kind of modeling am I looking for? I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I mean, right now I'm just kind of tapping into any resources that I could find. I don't really know what. I don't know.
What account is
this? You know, I guess whatever I can get at this point, kind of just to get started. The main thing right now is just me loosening up and
this is a good
you know, breaking myself into the industry and feeling comfortable with myself more so than anything else. You know, and starting to find gigs and stuff was kind of where it started for me on a personal level to go from, you know, not really doing anything and just being like, oh yeah, I'm out here, to like, okay, now this is real. I'm officially starting to pursue jobs. I'm officially starting to pursue contracts, and it's becoming real.
That's a good one, Alyssa. I think he's a meth head actor. Yeah. Yeah.
Surviving. No, I'm beyond surviving. I'm thriving.
Even though it doesn't drug.
I took someone out for beers tonight, and I just spent like $70. So I am.
What money? Where did you get this money?
All the people that I've met from the street know that I'm no longer struggling because, well, I didn't even. Let's just say I didn't get 2 steps out the door before I had somebody ask me for a cigarette. I don't even have them out of my pocket yet. So, you know, I'm doing better now, and you know. Right now, the money comes here and there, but I'm working on, getting something that's steady.
How did James get the money? I hope not Josh. I don't think Josh, but like, better not be Josh.
Run out of money. That's the main thing. What kind of actor do I want to be? I don't really know yet. Like I said, I mean, for now, it's kind of feeling things out and seeing where I fit in and what roles I do fit or what chances I get.
2 days
it's not
ago
so easy where you can just be like, well, this is what I'm good at, and this is the role I should play, and then somebody just gives it to you. It's like you got to find roles, and then you got to try things out, and then you got to figure out where you fit. And then even when you do, you still have to figure out what you're going to do next, and are you going to be able to do the same thing again? Do you have to try something new? Yeah, no, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just to the point where I'm now officially pushing my.
It's a learning channel here.
A little harder, Have I auditioned anywhere yet? No, not yet. That's the point I'm getting to. Right now I have a text message I have to answer about an upcoming job. Something I was offered, but I didn't get to answer them just yet. So.
With Jay-Z, it's the one with Jay-Z.
I believe that. I believe it.
Kenny, how you doing? I don't think he answered. What's the other question?
Super rude. No, that's all right. That's the nice part about knowing locals. All the snobs have to pay taxes. I'm sorry. I know what a loser that made me sound like, but I don't give a fuck. Somebody was just like, there's a couple that just walked by and they thought they were like high and mighty and literally just cut me off as I was walking. But that's all right. If they don't know it's me, they're going to find out soon. Anyway.
The fucking ego.
Yeah, that's what I do. Do I think I could be a comedian? I'll put it to you this way. I have a disastrously dry sense of humor that is very effective on accident 90% of the time, to the point where like random people laugh, and it's kind of fun. So like I'm not an intentional comedian, but I'm pretty good at making people laugh like all the time, and mostly when I'm not even trying. Pay taxes. Never mind. We're not gonna go there. So I'm just gonna wait here. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm just gonna wait here. Yeah.
No, he quit his fake job.
People gravitate to mean people. When you're kind, you gravitate to kind people. That's pretty much how it works. And I know people are like, oh, the world fell apart, life got rough. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you about the only thing that I did was get over and keep moving forward, because it's really rough. But, at the end of the day, it's going to be okay. You just, like I said, you just keep doing what you got to do and be kind enough to wait for traffic instead of being a dick. It works for me.
Or if you don't want to get hit by a car.
Yeah, it works for me. Let me ask you, are they going to remember the guy? Are they going to remember the group of people that walked by instead of let the van go through? Or are they going to remember the guy that waited for the traffic to pass by? Because every person in that van, whoever the heck was in it. Oh, 1 second. It's like famous people or something. Excuse me.
This is crazy. We have to dissect this in a second.
Yeah, he's like famous people, I think. I'm just trying to get out of the way.
So, James, he might get into a confrontation.
Good attitude. Thank you. Just want to say hi. Good luck. Thank you. Yeah, whatever is going on, I guess it's like almost done. There's a lot of people over there, though. Hey, look, I'll show you. Yeah, so I don't know what it was, but there's like a lot of people over here that are still waiting for somebody or something. I don't know what it's for. I would wait with you guys, but I honestly don't have the patience. I don't know who it is, but I'll meet them at some point in my life. Doesn't have to be right now.
So optimistic. But he said he doesn't cross the street with like a
says Joker. Yeah, it does say that up on the thing. I mean, maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know. All right, I'll see.
Alice says, yeah, he didn't want to cross the street with a group of people because he thinks that like the car waiting for the group of people will see him like not crossing and be like, that's a good guy. I'll remember him.
Yeah, no, if you guys. I actually have an idea that might work. Well, we could try this once and I'll see if it. You know what, though? You can't see all the way down there. Never mind. I was thinking about going to Ovation and going up to the top floor and looking over, but you can't see all the way. Where are you? I'm on the Walk of Fame over by the Chinese Theater. That's some, like I said, there was some type of event that happened, but I don't know what it was. I was busy today. I mean, if it was the Joker, that's pretty cool. Gromans. I don't know what Gromans is.
I mean, like the chat, see like how that goes up top there, Joker or something. Okay, two are coming in at once. That's, you can't really read those over top of each other. I think he's too distracted. He's too distracted to notes, to pay attention to chat.
Well, I'm my own type of cool, and you either like it or you don't, and that's that. I don't try to, I don't try too hard. Joker 2 premiere. Cool. Very cool.
Fuck off, Vigo. What do you do?
Chinese families, the sensory inhibitor. Sorry, no, I said that. Yeah, it's not that bad. How are you? I'm pretty good. All the famous stars went there. Oh, neat. Chinese Theater. I miss Gaga. Oh. Being Joker, I just don't seriously. Well, I'll tell you what. I feel like she is pretty good for the part. It's a personal opinion.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I think they would be.
I don't know. Yeah, one thing I will never get used to is the Walk of Fame at night. The Walk of Fame at night is weird. It's home, okay? So like I don't want to rag on it too bad, but at night it gets weird. It just does. It gets awkward. It gets weird. People get uncomfortable. Never really know what to do. It is so tough now having money not to buy things. Like I hold myself back. I have a nicotine addiction, so I do buy cigarettes.
You know, I really shouldn't I shouldn't piss off women anymore. They just go crazy and then they go over to James. It's like, you're a strapping young man. Just keep blocking Steve. He's evil. Steve is evil. You got your whole life ahead of you. You're beautiful. James Saroka. That's crazy. That's crazy. Whoa. I just gotta not talk to people anymore.
So I know. 1 second.
I thought I even fucking talk to this fucking lunatic. Hell yeah.
Pretty good.
What?
How's it going, guy? Pretty good. How are you? No, I haven't heard the sad news. What happened? Keep being positive. Thank you. But yeah, like I said, I felt like $1 million tonight. I earned like $120 yesterday, right? And I got to a buddy of mine who's been.
Oh, I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous of James. I just don't want people amping James up because they have a falling out with me. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, that's yeah. That's all I can say.
For the first time, I spent Hollywood money, and I tell you what, now I understand when people talk about how expensive it is out here. I spent $70 on beers and a plate of nachos, and I know that's not like a lot of money to a lot of people. It sure felt like a lot, and it was worth it, you know. And that's the difference in the experience. Was I thought that I was going to be like at first it hit home and I felt sick to my stomach because I was like, I couldn't believe I spent that kind of money. And then I realized what a good time we had and how worth it was, you know. And I left a good impression doing that too. So, you know, it just comes with the territory, I guess. I'm just not. I'm getting used to being the one doing it. Well, that's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I've found it. Excuse me. I've found that a lot of people from my past, having to do with, you know, my career or whatnot, people that I've met, people that I've had the opportunity to brush the shoulders with. It's really sad to see when people, you know, and negativity is a killer. I don't care what anybody says, but a negative attitude, it's enough to get you sick. It really is, you know. And there's been a couple of people that, like I said, that I've had the opportunity of meeting with and hanging out with that unfortunately then turned rotten. And that rottenness just ate at them, and then they ended up with some sort of an issue and got in an accident or ended up getting sick, you know. But it's a shame. It really is. Survivor. Well,
Colleen's just in there like amping him up. Fucking crazy.
I'm a survivor. I will admit that.
Survivor what? What are you survivor of? How do we switch this?
Obituary. Ooh, geez, that's sad. Made that paper. What are you doing for work? I can't talk about the work that I do. I'm under an NDA, but I'm officially making money. It's chump change compared to the amount of money people are making out here. But I mean, it's money, you know. It's enough to pay the phone bill. It's enough to, you know, go out to eat here and there. So really crazy expensive. I'll tell you what though, it does, I have to say, Hollywood does reach for your pockets. It is very expensive out here. But for the people who are dedicated and actually interested in growing in the area, it's worth it, because the money you spend compared to the people you get to network with and the impression you get to leave by actually dishing the cash when you have to makes all the difference. Because when you're the person that's willing to pay the bill instead of the person complaining about the bill, you leave an impact on people. Positive vibes all day at the beach. Cool. Chin up. Thank you. Those that have others too. Yeah, it happens. For real. Like I really do. I really could look back and name like 12 to 15 people that are now passed away who, went from being kind and supportive that had turned on me for whatever reason. And just that anger and that malice and that negativity, it affects you physiologically. It really does change.
I think it just bums cigarettes.
Only your mindset, but your health affects your health. And sometimes to the level, to the degree that
would
you don't end up making.
Crazy.
And in my opinion, it takes a lot of negativity to have it get to the point where it costs you your health. But man, some people out there, they know how to do it. They end up getting there. So I didn't get that person. I'll tell you the truth. I didn't get that person investigated intentionally. I didn't go out of my way to do that. That was just something where someone had been, that when you cause somebody an issue long enough and hard enough and all that, and you're in the right place at the right time, then the right people see it and they look out for you. So for me, it wasn't, I didn't proactively go out of my way or attempt to cause someone any litigation. It was more so that I've been minding my business for so long, and certain individuals have been going out of their way to cause me undesirable attention and making up stories and whatnot to the point of crime, that it's crime, that they got themselves in trouble. So I don't take a hand in that. My hand in that was doing exactly what law enforcement told me to do, keep minding my own business. And so I did, and it kept me out of trouble. I don't know what a set fluffer is, to tell you the truth.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay. I gotta get better at switching.
Sorry, one second. Okay. Where are we at?
Oh.
Life's very short, yeah. It's all about the grind. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I look up and I realize how fast 3 years has gone by, how quickly. And I can't believe it, how much my life has changed just in the past couple of years, how much I've grown and changed just in the past couple of years. Yeah, no, that's the other thing is that those rumors, listen, those rumors got put to rest when I got investigated by like the people on the street who were like, okay, we want to know.
The people on the street
open his mouth about us or isn't he? And out here, people are very good at knowing who's talking and who isn't. So after people found out that I'm not talking and that I don't, have much to say about people, I don't share people's personal lives and stuff like that. That stuff got put to rest pretty quickly. Thanks for the follows. Sure, as me as evident. Cool. That's fine. I mean, I didn't condone that, but I don't really care. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to stop them. I mean, if it's helpful and it's getting people off the street that are causing people to commit suicide, then please continue. I don't have any issues with.
No, I talked to Josh last night. He said no. I reached out to him. Let me see if he got back. I believe in Josh. I believe in him. Oh, I broke it.
No, I'm not a cop. Who told you that? No, I didn't. Listen. If all right, Colleen, I'm making you a moderator, okay? If you don't mind. Yeah, I don't know if you do me the favor, but
so if anyone ever is abrasive with me ever again in chat, I'm just kicking you right away. I don't care if you say you love me or anything like that. This person loves James Saroka, so we'll just cut ties early from now on.
Trust me, I'm not law enforcement. Listen, see what people don't understand about a certain amount of social attention.
Hey, Carrie, how you doing?
You can't be. You really can't be big in media and be in law enforcement because. I mean, you kind of have eyes on you all the time. Everybody knows your personal business all the time. They know where you're at all the time. So there's not really a way to maintain a career in law enforcement in any way and be known socially. Thanks for the follows. I don't know.
Yeah, I showed those on the thing last night. Maybe not even last night, but there was another stream that I showed them on too.
I don't remember why. But I'm sure I had a reason.
So his chat goes up top there for whatever reason. See those things going up top? That's the chat, how it is like this.
I gotta take my hoodie off. You guys gotta give me a couple of minutes or seconds or something.
Hold on, I might be able to do it better.
I don't know. I said I try not to be an angry person. I really try. Because it's not worth it. Being upset like that, it's almost never worth it. I don't make time for it in my personal life. I tell you that.
See? So people probably remember Colleen from this chat. She's in love with James now. So that's cool. She's a mod in James Saroka's chat. The woman beater and abuser. Because I didn't like how she was talking to me.
There's a lot of people who are telling me that I've made it too far to be live streaming and made it too far to be making social media content that is below me. But the fact that
no, go watch the he was on stream last night.
But the fact of the matter is, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. I never would have even been a possibility. And that's for many reasons.
There's a lot of empty space now.
Yeah, I
Oh, he's just getting started with his crap. This crazy crap.
So, for example, I have people that are in the industry who have who actually have names to themselves and they're all intertwined and all that good stuff, right? Not like me. I'm out here on the outskirts and blah blah blah. I get it. I'm not in yet or whatever. But I'll tell you what. When they're trying to tell me, like, when somebody tries, let me here 1 second.
You're probably gonna go to sleep easier.
Yeah, no, the
we
beard's
have the
gone.
power.
I'm just not there yet. I
just gotta get creative.
I literally haven't had time.
He woke me up tonight, Chris. I'm not on my game.
Tell me that the time I spend with you guys is impeding on their reputation because of their lack of time spent with their fans. That's not my problem. I'm not, I have an obligation to you guys, in my opinion, and I'm setting a standard. And yes, there are people in the industry that don't like that. There's people who, really have like big names for themselves that are like giving me grief and picking on me, making fun of me.
The fuck is this? Steve comes on late, hoping not to get called out. That's why I was on at 7 a.m. this morning, right? Or 8, I can't remember. It was fucking early today.
Putting little innuendos, making fun of me. And I mean, I get it. Like pulling from my time on the street is what they're doing. That's how they're doing it. And it's fine. I don't mind. But like, whoops. I'm not trying to one up anybody. I'm doing what I know to do best. And if you see what I'm doing is working for me, and you're, for lack of better,
no, Colleen is just some lady.
What's stopping you from talking to your fans? Nothing. Find yourself. Like, I'm gonna talk on something that I know very little about, but I know just enough to have an opinion on it. If you got people telling you what you can and can't say, well, why don't you pay that person, since you're, most of them are millionaires anyway, pay those people to be right there with you when you live stream. Have them build, like, I guess, like, just figure it out. Like, there's nothing else to it.
Just figure it out,
You got to figure it out. So when I got people who are making millions of dollars and they're jealous of me and I'm over here doing things the way I'm doing it, why don't you emulate that behavior in those processes instead of trying to tell me that I need to stop doing what I'm doing?
What millionaire is jealous of James?
That's the standard. And you should, emulate the behavior instead of be telling me not to do it. So, we don't do that. Now we do. I do. And if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But I'm doing it. I'm doing what I should be doing, and I'm doing what I know the industry is going to be doing. And just because it's not popular yet doesn't mean that I'm just going to give way to people's opinions.
You know how much shit we let Colleen get away with in chat because we felt so bad for her and shit? And what does she do? She goes and sides with the domestic abuser. Colleen's a piece of shit. Fuck Colleen. Fuck her.
My paycheck. If you're not paying my bills and you're not, if you didn't invite me to your party, don't tell me how to live. If we're not friends, or at least acquaintances, why are you throwing your opinion at me? Like, if you really feel that strongly about what I have to say or what I'm doing, then don't be so cowardice. Reach out to me personally. Don't throw the innuendos out there. Don't let me know how much cooler you are than me, that you can't just say it to me personally. Say it to me personally. If you got a problem with me, send me a DM. I ain't putting it on my story. If I get some of the people that have something to say or that have that kind of opinion, if you don't like what I'm doing or you have some sort of guidance that you think you can offer, throw it in my inbox. I'm not going to fanboy over it. I'm going to take it in and mull over it and figure out what to do next. But instead of just sitting back and being like, well, I don't want to hurt his feelings. It's fine. Like, people get so worried about a lawsuit or they get worried about the next scandal. Like, no offense, but I mean, look at me. I mean, if I can make it through all that I've made it through in reference to those types of situations, and you have a good reputation already, I don't think you have much to worry about. Just my viewpoint.
Colleen says he thought no one would find out that I was mentioned in court. I knew back when he was arrested. I was the one that helped get him arrested. So I just didn't want to brag about it because that's not the point. That wasn't the point. James in jail is the point. So when James said it, I can tell you guys then. But I didn't give a shit. You don't think that would have got me brownie points in the community?
Thanks. Happy your stream more now since I don't see you. I thought you gave it up. Yeah, no. I didn't give it up. I didn't. I took some time to myself and now I'm back.
He talks all over the place.
Sometimes life gets hectic. It does. Oh man, does it? Ain't that the truth? Day ones are waiting to come back in a year. Well, I don't think we're going to be having anything like that. Like I said, the past is the past. That's put to rest. That ain't most of the past is not coming with me into the mainstream. I know that. So like I said, it's going to be a slow burn, a slow build, and that's it.
This.
Thanks for the follows. And thanks for the shares. I appreciate you sharing because that's a pretty big deal. You know, if you guys could share it out. I know for a minute there I was a little too proud of myself to ask, but realistically, guys, if I am going to do this myself, I need your help. I do. If you guys aren't sharing it out, it's going to take that much longer. If you guys want to see, if you actually want to see me succeed, if you actually want to see me like get into the position that I'm moving into more quickly and more appropriately, then sharing is going to make a big difference on that.
Well, that's what we're doing right now. Do you think this is just like a buzz-induced rant? Like, James doesn't really drink much. So if he actually went out for nachos and beer, do you think that this is what fueling it? That would make a lot of sense to me, actually.
Freedom of speech, but most of those people aren't really trying to use their freedom of speech. Like, there's a difference between exemplifying your freedom of speech and abusing the freedom of speech and using it like aggressively. You know, so like me personally, as you guys know, I'm pretty vocal, and I like to use my freedom of speech. What I'm not using it for is to attack anybody. You know, so I guess that's where I leave that. Social media, so free to speak. Yeah, don't be afraid to speak your mind. Honestly, like don't. I mean, okay. Speaking your mind and utilizing the freedom as a way to attack the government in a fashion where you are attempting to call your government the complaint department. I mean, that's not very effective, and it's usually a problem. So, like, don't do that. You know, if you don't want someone to tell you not to say something, be careful with your words. I guess that's where I put it. You know.
Thank you, Kevin, for the 5. Good job for all you've done in covering James. He's an endless source of hilarity, like an endless train wreck. I mean, it's the train wreck that never ends. It's always fucking tumbling. It's something else for sure.
To have somebody modding right now, when it comes to the live stream, and I'm taking it minute by minute.
I love him, Chris.
Seems quite lovely. Thank you. Yeah, I'll tell you what. At night, Hollywood gets weird. The Walk of Fame gets weird. But after about like 8, 9 o'clock, it's not too bad. After 8, 9 o'clock, the streets are more quiet. Like, it's actually pretty peaceful. Dance auditions too? I mean, I don't think so. I think that's going to be something where when I get to a point where I feel that I could afford it, then I'll start going to like dance classes, and then I'll go from there. But that is something I will do. Definitely gonna have to see a physical therapist, but I'll get there. You know, some people will pick on me and, oh, I wobble here, I wobble there. But you know what? It doesn't matter if I'm hobbling. I said I'll go get the proper help. I'll be walking normal again. I'll get there.
Go get in your car. You supposedly have.
Yeah. I'll get dancing, and I'll show them who's boss.
From hobbling to dancing. That's our goal.
How do you get rid of somebody? Well, if it won't let you block them, then they're hacking it or whatever they're doing. I don't know. It don't really matter.
I'm a dope hacker. I mean,
yes, but social media is also a very useful tool that could save lives. It depends on how you use it. That one video you make, reminding someone they have a second chance, reminding someone that there's still time, can make all the difference. You know, I was watching a TikTok by a guy named Youngblood. He's a music artist, right? And he was talking about how he's like, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're facing, just remember that it's okay to take 5 minutes to yourself. It's okay to give yourself a hug. It's okay to, remember that you're not alone, that there are people that are going through similar things to what you're going through and things of that nature. And like that hit home with me.
I love when the Heather and things cross over with James.
And it actually was part of how I gained the courage to live stream tonight.
Sayings. That's the word I was looking for.
But yeah, I know that happens sometimes. What's my backup plan is just to have a 9 to 5. And I'm kind of like doing plan A and working on plan B at the same time. But I'll have plan B in place
just
about the same time I'm getting plan A in order. But in Canada. Okay. Who can help you with that? I don't know. I'll tell you what, I've been out here.
I don't think James can get a passport.
Well, I've been on a good amount of dates. And I just don't see myself getting a girlfriend or anything. I can't do it. You could have. Well, it's your shit life. Yeah, we do. Is it true that gas is $7 a gallon? I mean, maybe some places around here it's anywhere from like $4.50 to $5.50 a gallon. Focus on yourself, yeah. What's up? How are you? Where's I going with that? Yeah, you could have. I'll tell you God's honest truth. So some of the people in media that I'm like, some of the people in media that I'm like, oh my God, are like Sabrina Carpenter. Taylor Swift's cool. She's got her own thing going on now, so I can't say that I'm not like fanboying over that one.
But you were last year, and you think you're cousins.
People. But God's honest truth, where I'm at in my life, you could have Sabrina Carpenter walk up to me and say, let's go on a date. I go on a date. I say, I'll be my boyfriend. I'm like, no. I kid you not, I wouldn't do it. Because I do not have it in me to date any human being right now in my life. Not a single one. I don't care if they're a billionaire. I don't care if they're famous. I don't care what they got going on. I am focusing on me for the first time in my life. And this season of my life is so invaluable. I would not trade it for anything. I would not trade it for anyone. I would not trade it for $1. I would not trade it for a woman. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Okay, Colleen's like,
you are more than welcome to test that theory. I'll take the date. I'll spend $100 on you at dinner, but just leave me with your number and I'll hit you up in a couple of years.
There you go, Colleen.
On the walk.
Getting rejected by James Saroka over here.
Oh wow. Cool.
He'll take you out for dinner, $100. But after that, you gotta
wait. What kind of car do you want to get? I'm just gonna.
Hopefully she's still kicking by then. It's a good thing for him. Sabrina Carpenter isn't into homeless men, right? This thing's glitching right now. It's gonna come back.
Fine.
He's Wi-Fi hopping.
But around here,
could CC a boyfriend.
But around here, a lot of people pretty much just walk everywhere, and I get that. But like, if I were to choose between having a car and having an apartment, I choose a car because I could around here. You can find a car that gets point A to point B and spend $500 to $700 on it. Literally, you can find a car for like $700, and then just go from place to place, do whatever you got to do.
Same.
You're good,
They put me to sleep.
And save like $2,000 a month, for now. Ever been to Washington State? Yeah, I've been there. Need a goddess like Scout Taylor Compton. I don't know who that is. Great name. This.
I like how Colleen's like James's gatekeeper now. I have many, many, many accounts. It's okay. And I'm always going to be here. I'm always going to have like shit recording. So I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this on the bingo card or whatever. Colleen switches side to James Saroka's side. Craziness.
Scooters to ride. And on the radio, in news, every day they're talking about a crash. Every day, every single day, there is something in the news about somebody getting hit by someone on a scooter or somebody on a scooter getting hit by a car every single day. So like, that's something that I hope the city could figure out, some sort of solution for the problem with the scooters. Because like a lot of people are getting.
Why is she putting your name in there?
I would say it's like one of the biggest problems we're facing in LA right now. Ironically, is just like they're just really unsafe, and it's just like something you wouldn't think of, like with all the stuff going on around, you wouldn't think that scooters are like the biggest problem, but it's actually a pretty big problem. Get a stealthy tiny home van. That's the thing. I want to get a regular car for the gas mileage, and also so it's like more inconspicuous. Because if I get myself a van, then I'm gonna be like, that's all I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be comfortable. I'm gonna be too comfortable if I get a van. If I get a car, I'm gonna be just comfortable enough to have a roof over my head and have an ability to maintain proper transportation to and from work. But I'm not gonna have to worry about getting overly comfortable and not trying to move into a place, which, one of my goals is to get a proper apartment or something to that effect. Because, living here now and having this place as home, I want to.
You're associated with me, and Colleen's a literal crazy person. Like, I think we all knew Colleen was crazy, but we were just nice to her. But like, this is why we can't be nice to crazy people. That's why I'm done with crazy people. Sorry, crazy people.
Be tied down to LA. I'd like to be tied down to Hollywood. Have a lease. Have a job. Have a lease. Have commitments that are keeping me here that I can't just up and leave from. Because it helps me to stay committed. Can't imagine driving or walking there. Well, the traffic around here is atrocious. Traffic in LA is really bad. There's no way around it.
I guess like a little bit of crazy. You know what I mean? I mean like the good kind. Yeah, the good kind of crazy, not the chaotic, fucking destructive kind of crazy.
What kind of beer? I don't really have like a particular. I'm okay. Let me put it this way: I haven't tried enough types of beer to like know what my favorite is yet. I don't know. Nachos. What kind of nachos? I don't know what kind of nachos they were. Where's the nachos? See, that's it. You guys are so fancy. I'm still learning that stuff. I don't know yet. Like they'll talk about it and it's like it's a drink that has like 5 words to it. And I'm just like, I had a beer. They're like, I had a sumba. I'm like, I had a beer. I don't know. I'll learn in time, but I don't know yet. And they're like, this is why you don't get invited to parties. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to learn until you invite me. I'm sorry to tell you.
No, we know all about Colleen. Colleen's like in what, her 60s, her 50s, or her 60s. She's actually going through a lot, but like she used to come in, fight with like a bunch of people in chat, and then call me a bunch of names, but then be like, I'm sorry, I love you guys, la la la. So we're like, don't worry, Colleen, like everything's okay. But now look.
Wants me to leave. They just want me to learn. And I'm not going to learn unless you teach me. And there's no way to teach myself this kind of stuff, Like, what am I going to do? Just sit down and read friggin'. I'm not going to read Quizlet about beer or wine or margaritas or whatever,
Yeah, maybe it's not beer induced after all. The nose have it.
Oh, so much. No, my feet haven't hurt for a while. I'm doing pretty good. And it looks to me like you guys are getting an extra round with me because I was supposed to turn the corner and I totally forgot. Yeah, no, my feet don't hurt anymore. I'm not doing a whole lot of walking the way I used to.
This is the same, like the red awning. This is like where he got the fake job. He just walks in the same circle with the Wi-Fi spots he's pre-programmed on his phone. It's a never-ending loop, just like what his fucking word salad is.
I guess I'm currently at like the hazing phase. I guess maybe you call it that. But I'm at that point where it's like the community at large recognizes that I'm a part of the community, but they're like they see me as so foreign that I haven't found my place yet. If that makes any sense, right? Like I'm accepted, and they're like, "All right, we want you here. We just don't know what to do with you yet or where to put you." You know. You got a dollar? All right, I got you.
I'll say this: you don't see Josh in fucking chat mon for him saying a whole bunch of this crazy shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I think I got my guy. Oh, that's cool. Sure. Have a good night, bud. All right. Hey, okay. Matter of fact, all right, you guys are coming with me. I gotta pee. You're not coming with me in the bathroom, obviously, but well, I didn't think this one all the way through. I'll figure it out.
Over 2 inches. Got real quiet. Usually there's background noise around him. Usually, let's see, that's Josh? No, I know Colleen. Like, I literally know Colleen. Josh doesn't know Colleen. It wouldn't make sense for Josh to use Colleen's name if that's what you mean. Colleen's just a crazy person.
Okay, you guys are going on mute for a minute. Oh, I do want to touch on one thing. I did catch a couple of people on TikTok live talking about me.
Oh, maybe it was this.
I don't know what they were talking about, but like it was just as I came in that they stopped talking about me. But I'll tell you something. The 3 young ladies whose broadcasts I had stepped into that had been talking about me, I had never seen before. So I don't know if somebody's out there using my name or what. But I just want to preface that if you hear somebody talking about me, there's like a 50% chance I don't even know who it is.
He knows me, though.
So give me 2 seconds. Who's that? I don't know. I don't even remember the usernames. But I gotta go to the bathroom. Give me 2 seconds.
Let's pause. Should we go smoke? Should we smoke some doobies? I don't have any papers. Smoke some bounds. Smoke some vapes. Smoke some do they call you Step? They call James Step, right? He truly is an NPC. No real interest, hobbies, etc. He even said he was like, I choose to be an NPC, even though I'm the most real guy out here and everyone else is an NPC, which is ironic. He's a funny guy like that. More crazy show. Yep. I don't think he's done. Is he done? He's going to the washroom. He's back on this other cam. So he should be. Let me do a. See, when I refresh it, that's when this goes away. I can't have this go away. Because then that's when I have to.
And we're back.
Yeah, come on, James. Come on.
I was talking about
Hey.
fans of mine. I don't know.
This is like a delicate house of cards. If anything happens, I have to switch to OBS, and I don't want to do that.
That I stopped being able to keep track of everybody, like on a one-on-one basis. So it's been a while since I've known everybody that it's following along, but I didn't recognize any of them. I didn't recognize their usernames. Here.
Down under. With a brand new Honda. Scientology might be good for James. Keep him distracted, keep him away from women. Yeah, that'd probably be pretty good. Gives him like that carrot dangling in front of him that he's never gonna attain. He needs that. He needs that unobtainable goal to keep him going, right?
I should have followed.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys, we're getting to that point.
Tallulah Lives. Welcome. I think you were in here before. Welcome back. I think there's some new stuff in there.
I got a gig waiting for me tomorrow, which is good. Streets. I don't think you guys realize how, like, if you want to be in the know, you got to be talking about stuff that's happening. And some of you guys are talking about stuff that wasn't even popular in reference to our situation. That wasn't even popular like 3 years ago. You know, like it wasn't even a thing 3 years ago. So like, I'm not sure why some people are still talking about it. Maybe it's just like that's the first thing you found, you know, and you got all juiced up on it. But I invite you into the present moment where I haven't been living like that in almost 4 years. So my life has moved forward, and I'm trying to bring you guys with me. You know, that's pretty much the main goal of coming back live and making content, is that you guys can come with me into the present moment in the life that I'm living, at least to some degree of more appropriated separation.
A little bit. Is Colleen still in or no? She's not. I think it's safe to go back in on an alt now. Colleen's, I think, done for the night. Yeah, she's got bedtime.
Associated with pretty much anybody that I used to talk to or associate with, like at all.
Colleen's been banning me from James's chat.
A completely new life over a year and a half ago. Essentially a year and a half ago. So
shit.
You know, it's like people who are used to, you know, I guess the rest of the states of the nation aren't all that familiar with how Hollywood works. And Hollywood is a very different vibe from most places, where it's just stuff some of you were talking about is like so irrelevant and just not interesting. And, you know, people don't really vibe with it. They're not interested in it. It doesn't excite them. It doesn't interest them. You know?
Gotta make sure this is.
I don't know what to tell you, but you know, the stuff to be talking about, the stuff to be communicating with one another about now is this, you know, being here. Like, this is my life now. And if you,
she won't be able to ban this account anyways. I forgot about this account. This is the account I need.
Whatever else, because it's not even, like I said, most of the people I associate with are just blown away at how many people are still catching up. They're like, you know, some people take a hiatus and they go off the map for like a year or a couple of months, you know, and I took a couple of years to myself because my whole life I haven't really gotten to live my own life. So, you know, when I had that major downfall there, I took a minute to myself and I got to know myself, and then I built from the ground up. I really did. Like restructuring of almost the entirety of my personality. Like I'm a totally different person than I was before. I just continue to maintain the values and, parts of me that I didn't want to let go of. Present moment. Some of the country is tearing itself apart. I mean, people say that, but like, you're not here. It's not too bad here, truthfully. It's really not. I think most people just aren't here.
We're all just slutty criminals, you know?
I think so. Yeah. Do I break dance? No. Thank you. Stay focused. Listen, I don't think you guys get, like, okay. You got to take yourself out of the mindset of a social media person and put yourself in the mindset of like real life stuff. Because, so like in real life, it's people who think in social media numbers don't get this. I'm so far past all of that. And I'm kind of stepping down to be stepping into this. I'm not stepping out of what I'm doing, but it takes some time away here and there to be.
He's always stepping in and out of stuff. He never tells us what it was to begin with. You might as well just not say anything at this point. Come on, James. Give us something juicy. Give us like something.
Long time no see. What's up? How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for the follows. Yeah, I mean, it might be rough where you're at. I don't know, but I can tell you where I'm at. It's not that bad. I know it's like really popular to catastrophize and to talk about how bad it is and get people all worked up. But that's just not how I roll. It's not how I live. It's not how I make content.
That's why
it doesn't really interest me. So I'll share with you guys what interests me, and that's just pretty much either daily life or legitimate content that isn't about getting people upset and angry and fighting with each other.
It was one of the more insult things he said, I guess. I think he was just really sexually frustrated that day. So he took it out on, like, I don't know, the content creators. Like, all these fucking slutty criminals out here. They're just yeah, we're the slutty criminals.
I think it's not what I do. Like, if somebody needs help, I'll help them. And I kind of just do it. I don't do a whole lot of talking about it. I just, take care of the issue and surround myself with people that take care of the issues. Like dye my hair. I might. I'm thinking about it.
What color?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. What's up? How are you? Social media. It's not. That's the thing. Social media, no different than real life, is whatever you make it. It's a popularity contest if you make it one. It's not if you don't. Me personally, I'm popular in my own circle. I like my life. I'm popular outside my own circle, and that's cool. But something I was taught, and I do find it super important. What someone else has to say about me is none of my business. And I stand true on that for the most part. There's certain times where it's important to focus on what someone has to say about you if they have a certain degree of influence. But beyond that, why waste my time, Thanks for the follow. And thanks for the shares, too. I appreciate you for that. Bringing people together is the only thing that matters. It's how we move forward as a species. I agree with that 100%. I agree with you 100%. Tell us something good. Deepest, darkest secrets. What are my deepest, darkest secrets? Where do I start? What do you want to know? Deepest, darkest secrets. Do you want me to tell you things you wouldn't believe, or things that are at least tangibly considerable to the average person?
Why not both?
I don't.
Just pick a place, James. Come on.
What do you? What, I mean,
spill the beans.
So let's take, for example, my life as it is. Let's take my life as it is into account. What would your first question be? Like, go for that. That's you want to know deep dark secrets. I might tell you, but you gotta ask the right question. Like, for example, how does one go from what I was all tangled in to not being tangled at all to moving towards success? You know, how does that happen? That might be a good question.
Oh my God. Yeah, let's ask him that then.
Well, step one for me was cutting out everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. I would say that's a pretty dark secret, a really difficult decision I made that was disastrously selfish, very insensitive, and unequivocally irrevocable, and potentially for some unforgivable.
I got a crew now.
How'd you go from tangles to success? Well,
you don't know why James was in jail? Oh man.
Like I said, the first thing I did was cut everybody out of my life. I spent almost a year not talking to anyone. And I don't mean not talking to a single soul, but I mean anybody from the life that I used to live.
I misunderstood that.
I didn't really build relationships or friendships in the present life that I'm living to this day. I just took an entire year to myself. And I kept everybody at an emotional distance.
A forced year.
That exists in my present life. And I cut everybody from my past life out. And that was the first thing I did, was centered myself.
Prison Mike.
And I would consider to be a pretty dark secret because
it's
a very heartless and cold thing to do. And I wouldn't recommend against it. But just realize it's something you only do if you're truly committed to your craft and, you know, the success of your own personal future when your life is as serious as mine is. All right, that's what you have to do. Yeah.
I think so.
I didn't really. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. What, do we have to? Why? Okay, no, it's fine. Everybody brings up prison. Everybody, every time I live stream, there's at least one person. It's okay, I don't mind. But I just don't want to go too far into it because I'm, like I said, moved on from that. The nickname I had in prison before I ever, before people knew me, it's gonna freak you out, but they called me Death. I'm not making that up. That was my.
He's making that up.
In prison. They called behind my back. They called me Death.
No, they didn't.
Now, when I was, when they thought I was religious, before they were calling me Death, they called me. You're gonna laugh at. You're gonna call me. This is gonna be fucking freaky, but they're calling me the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost, which to some is a moniker or a nickname for death for those who aren't religious. So that was my prison name. You know.
Colleen's like, it's okay. It's okay to be called Death.
Pleasing, but I also didn't live up to it. That was mostly just a name that people came up with to keep people away from me because I was as innocent and as naive as I was. So they kind of just came up with a nickname and a whole bunch of stories that kept.
I'm Death, the innocent angel.
Somebody in a cell with me and they'd be so freaked out that they just didn't bother with me. And it worked. I didn't know they were doing it until it was over, but you know, it was effective. Never really lived up to the nickname, thankfully. Prison Mike, I don't know who that is. I was in jail. We're not going over. I told you, we're not doing this again. Don't be asking. You asked me 1,000 times. You guys already know. And I know you already know. I do recognize those usernames. So don't be doing that. You know, be part of this broadcast and be a part of the present moment. You got to move on with me. All right? Stop trying to siphon information that's dead information. It's not interesting. Nobody cares. And there aren't really any people that have an interest in it. Truthfully, there aren't. So let's stay relevant and stay focused.
Billy the Fridge will get Colleen's mod taken away. We won't have to deal with her anymore. Don't worry. I have faith in Billy.
Not really worried about it. Open in public. Never done that. What are you talking
about? Is it like Rev's jail stories? I could picture them being similar.
During my street days,
Rev.
I can't say that there weren't people on the street that looked like me. And I can't say I haven't mistaken for people on the street at that, during that time frame. But I personally have never dropped one on the street. It's pretty disgusting, actually. Hello, how are you? Now it's Dimples. I'll take it. Yeah, deaf, not deaf. Deaf. Better than baby oil. Yeah, I agree. It's okay. Thank you. Why do they call you those things? That's why. There you go. Made me stronger. No. There's some experiences I've had that I take the best from, but I also wish never happened. Prison and jail are definitely experiences that...
Colleen hates me now, and I guess just wants to take James' side because she hates me, which is insane to me.
For any reason. Yeah, I can hear you. Comedy show joke. Okay. Yeah, and I'm laughing because so many of you have been noticing the same thing I was picking up on. When they're the different innuendos that are being thrown out there. And, people are picking up on it. And that wasn't the expectation. The expectation was for me to have like a schizophrenic episode and be like, this one's talking about me. That one's talking about me. This is about me. That's about me.
You do that
anyways.
I
didn't do that. And
you do that.
Enough that, the audience, you guys, who so many of you are like conspiracy theorists, with all due respect, right? So many of you are like into that you picked up on a lot of those patterns and connections. And it was very helpful. So
I recently just learned that Rev grew his dick with his muscles or something, an extra 2 inches. So now he's 8 inches. I was like, wow, I don't even know you can do that.
But I will say that I do love pumpkins.
Right?
I'll leave it right there. I love pumpkins.
Colleen said some crazy shit in this chat.
That's right. You best believe it.
Yeah, he's also a hardened criminal when he wants to intimidate people, but an innocent angel when he's trying to I don't know, get people on his side.
I'll make it. I'm to the point where I am personally convinced that there has to be
his unit,
people of some type of influence in the mainstream that are tuning in, because some of what I'm picking up on, it's causation correlation. When recognizing a pattern is one thing, but when you have the ability to legitimately create a connection and know that it does lead back to you by circle of influence, then that's when you're onto something. And so for me personally, I've been able to make that connection and recognize the legitimacy of it. And so, it motivates me, where some people would expect it to tear me down. It excites me. And that's the difference between someone that wants to be a part of the industry and somebody that doesn't. When it's for you, it gets you excited.
I love James telling me about the industry.
When I see somebody famous making fun of me, it gets my rocks off. I fucking love it. Let me complain about someone putting my name in the mainstream without it costing me my reputation. It's fine with me. When somebody I don't even know, who's making millions of dollars and is famous in the movies, is talking about Mr. Schmuck over here who doesn't even exist, it's a step in the right direction. And if you don't think it is, then the industry's not for you.
His street name is Steb.
From whatever direction it shows up. It's like rock climbing. If you're rock climbing, you're grabbing whatever rock you can get a hand on that isn't going to fall out from under you. You're not like, well, that rock's brown and that rock's white, so I'm gonna grab that one, but not that one.
Such a clunky metaphor.
Moving up, no matter what direction you can go. You're not discriminating. You're not thinking twice about it. You take every move you can get. Every up you can get, you take it. And I did that all the way from the street on up to this point where I was sitting having dinner with the guy, right? Bought him a couple beers, spent $70, which is nothing. I get it. But I had somebody from the street come up to me, and he expected me to give him shit and tell him to fuck off. I gave him a cigarette, and he went off with a beer, you know? But the fact of the matter is,
so James just gets bullied into buying all the other homeless people stuff when he has money?
He's a snide white boy, but I'm not one. So don't mistake me for one. And if you ever try to extort me again, the only thing that's going to happen is I'm going to give you an extra cigarette. I'm not extortable. Trust me. Many have tried.
You don't need to extort James. He does bad shit, and then like it catches up with him. Where does extortion need to come in?
I can rebuild again. I'm not afraid to lose. Do I get intimidated? Of course. Do I find it intimidating when someone tries to extort me? Of course I do. But I don't let myself fall into those traps, because 9 times out of 10, what I lose by being willing to face up to something and let someone run their mouth is worth more than giving them control over my decisions. Because the moment you let someone extort you over information or some secret they know about you, then they control some part of your life. And I don't go for that.
Let's ask him.
I'd rather have control over my decisions and take a little longer to rebuild something. Let me catch up on comments real quick.
Well, same last name too, right?
Let him heal and move on. Thank you. Into the future, that's right.
He likes
B-Day's around the corner. Any big plans?
No. Billy's from last year. He loves Billy.
I'm sure a friend or two of mine has something in store. At least so I'm told. But they won't tell me because they know I love surprises. I don't know who told them that. Somebody told somebody. Something else that got out that I'll say out loud, so that I'll just take the credit for it and say I was being I was being a dick. Somebody told somebody that I give good dick. Don't know who did it, but somebody somewhere put the word out there about how good I am at sex, and it was definitely somebody I slept with, because
this is all delusional.
2 of them. Thanks for that. So we're got around about that. So scrolling through TikTok's always fun.
There's no way like people on TikTok are like, yo, James fucks like so great. He's a criminal. He's terrible, but he fucks like great. What is he talking about?
And the lack thereof sometimes. I see famous people from time to time. I mean, on the actual Hollywood Boulevard, you don't see like a whole lot of famous people. I guess in the past you did, but now it's just like here and there when they're doing movie premieres. Now I'm an observer. You guys know I'm a watcher by nature. So
I think he probably like gives good head or something. He just swapped that out for sex. Like, yeah, I think he's a male prostitute.
It's just most people are so busy with their own lives that they don't even see him. I mean, take me for example. I'm literally walking down the street and people don't even like. It's like you can't expect everybody to know you. So it's like there's people that recognize you who kind of look the other way, and then there's people that really don't know it's you. Like they're not sure, and by the time they're past you, they realize it. And then there's people that just don't know your name yet.
Most people don't know James' name in Hollywood. In Hollywood, James is way down here. Like we know James, but there's like all the other people who know the actual famous people in Hollywood. Of course, no one knows James. What is he talking about?
I'll tell you what. I thought that social attention was going to be everybody's paying attention all the time. No. One of the main attributes that comes with social attention is the ability to hide. It is a requirement. Have a quiet beer. I'm not in the mood. I don't like to drink by myself, honestly.
I don't think most people do. You guys drink by yourself? Let's list that. Fluorescent Blue won the hair competition.
Seen when they want to be seen. That's right. Honest and bigger. Thanks.
This is the first time you guys have talked before.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you want to talk about what doesn't exist, huh? Is that where we're at? Are we sure we want to go there?
Yeah. I do. Let's go.
Let me put it this way.
He's getting ruffled.
If it exists, it is definitely not amongst the people who claim its existence. That's my submission. That's the best I have for you. Because when it comes down to it, the claim of a secret society is being secret. That's kind of the whole idea. So anybody that claims to be a part of a secret society, I call bullshit, because it's a fucking secret society, and that's like the whole idea. So do I know anything about it? Right hand of God, I don't. Do I think it exists? I mean, I think it would be crazy to think that secret societies don't exist. You know, all types of stuff exist. Why wouldn't secret societies? Do I know anything about it? I don't. Gotta get in the server, solve parties, and meet people that way. That'd be cool. Like the movies. What brand of smokes? Take a wild guess.
Oh, well, let me get Conger. Why didn't I think of that? That's what we did the other day. Yeah, I'll just get Conger.
Currently the only brand I smoke, unless someone gives me one for free. But the people, no.
Football's on, that might be why.
No. I have to, I'll tell you what. The people that are closest to me in my life in the Hollywood community are probably the most secretive people that live in the Hollywood community. And they tell me that I am a secretive person. They say they cannot believe how tight-lipped I am. So if that says anything about how much I'm not going to tell you, take it with a grain of salt. Kind of 666. Never know who has something. No, I agree with you. Absolutely.
Well, that's good. I don't know. I'm pretty much California sober. The only reason I want to buy alcohol is like it's in Circle K now in Canada, which seems special, but I probably shouldn't drink just because I can buy it in a convenience store. But no, that's good. Good stuff.
Give me a
minute. Congrats.
I have not had sex with anybody in Hollywood yet. Since I moved here, I haven't had sex with a single person.
I can tell you're all amped up. He's got a lot of.
What do I need?
Prowess.
I need you to share the broadcast.
He's going to be buying pizza soon and wanting girls to just flock to him because of the pizza.
Heavy smoker also. Want to come to Ontario? No, thank you. I'm nice and based here. I've gotten offers in Long Beach. I've gotten offers in Santa Monica. People are offering to take me in. I'm not leaving Hollywood.
No, we tell you to go to like Venice Beach to meet up with Daisy so we can see a shit show, not take you in. Yeah, she's inviting him to Ontario, though she knows he has every intention to kill me. Yeah. Accessory to murder. Maybe. I mean, if James actually tries something, maybe. Let him come over.
Plane is one of the wait. I don't know. I don't know anything about any of that. But we're here. It's the same thing. It says about what?
I wonder how long he's gonna be walking for.
See, like that makes me want to dance. And you guys might see me just break out and dance at some point. I might. I don't care if I make a fool of myself. It'll go viral. That's all that matters.
No, you're everything's that went viral. Yeah, you got to get a little corner too. You can keep the sex doll in. Rev had a torso. You get a torso like Rev.
No, I'm too busy trying to pretend to be cool. Maybe later.
That's where it's at. The weeds were. I gotta go smoke a bowl. James better behave for 3 minutes.
But tell you what, I have a bottle of Coca-Cola calling my name.
Hmm?
Oh, darn it, we're having a good broadcast and I still have a lot of battery.
Yeah, James.
I'm not quitting.
Good. Okay, good.
I might have to stop and get something to drink, though. I might have to get some water. I'm trying to think, where's it? Oh, no. The park is closed by now. They got a water fountain at the park. I'm trying to figure out where I can get water and not pay for it.
He's like a dog.
Where? I know. I'm not going to double back right now, but when I make another round, I'll stop in somewhere and grab some water.
Is it like the sex doll that, like, what was it, Dante had a 90-day fiance, like that?
I mean, of your son. Thank you. Dance down the walk of stars. Do the helicopter the whole way. Yeah. How about that? Oh, man.
I don't know. All right, I'll be back. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. You guys make sure he's not in a.
I don't know who these people are, guys. You got to realize, like, I'm not really in. I'm not really in the lower to mid tier social media community anymore. Not really there anymore. I don't know who that is, and you're starting to give me like trolling comments. So like, come on. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I just assumed you're talking about somebody from social media. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know. It's like no cars. Okay. That was fun. Like I said, anytime you can get people to laugh, it's always worth it. I don't know if you guys heard that, but a block away, I had people laughing at the way I was saying. Can't help myself. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not one of those types of people. I'm pretty good at keeping my nose clean. I stay close to law enforcement around here. Very easy way to stay out of jail is stay close to the people that put you in jail. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but it's effective. Most people around here who get caught up and end up going to prison or jail are people who refuse to conform to like the basic necessities of survival in mainstream society. And they end up falling off or getting themselves caught up in things they shouldn't, and then they get in trouble. You know, there's two ways to make it. You can either stay out of trouble, or you can get so deep into trouble that you have people who are trouble that are, you know, keeping you, let's just say, keeping you from getting in trouble. You know, stay out of trouble altogether and stay close to the cuffs so I don't have to put them on. It's just easier. It's a lot easier. Fork in the road. Yeah. You're telling me. But if you guys, thank you. If you guys are having fun, please follow. Don't forget to get me on like TikTok and other places. You can find me. You know, just put my name in on any platform and you'll find me. I have the same photo on every platform. I should anyway, if I remember correctly. That's just me at the gym. Yeah. Part of our journey, we never stop learning. You are right. We never stop learning. Never stop. Oh, God. Jeez. Yeah, never stop learning. So I'll tell you what. When I realized that it's not that hard to make it was when I was scrolling through TikTok, and there's this girl, right? And she was running an ASMR broadcast. And ASMR is like, it's a broadcast where they just make like soft sounds and stuff to put you to sleep or to calm you down. She had, get this, like, just, I don't know if this is going to blow your mind, but it blows my mind. This girl had 4,000 people in her live stream. And all she was doing was making soft sounds over the microphone. I mean, literally, she's just sitting there making soft sounds on the microphone, and there's 4,000 people watching her do it. Like, I can't grasp that. Like, like, can you imagine your job making $4 to $5 grand a month is to sit there and just tap on your microphone? Like, that's your job, is to tap on your microphone and just make soft noises. So, I mean, good for her. That's awesome. Like that, she's making an income doing that. So good for her. But it's like, if she can sit there and touch her microphone softly for 4 to 5 hours a day and bring home bank,
then you can touch your thing and like bring home some bank. Is that where it's going?
What's to stop any of us? Like if you could do something so simple and be making that much money, then, and I mean, even some of these streamers, they'll just sit and they don't even do anything. They'll just sit and they'll talk to the broadcast. They'll just talk to the fans, to their fans or their audience.
What James does.
That's all it takes. You guys know I used to do that, and well, it looks to me like I'm whipped to the point where I'm going to have to do it again. I don't know.
What are we doing now? That's what we're doing now.
It's not like I don't have the time to do it. But yeah, anything's possible.
I like how he was like, there's people across like a block away that was laughing at my jokes, like they could hear him. That was funny.
Oh no, it's not weird. ASMR is just, it's like a typeset of video creation. Like, it's just something that they do. It's not that people are weird. It's like your brain is wired to calm down when you hear it. So it's like to be expected for stress management. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Missed the TikTok box trend. What's that? One girl TikTok. Let's throw it with the sound of. Oh, geez. Makes big money. I believe that. Mean girl is trend where people would just repeat the same stuff for 8 hours a day.
The same with Heather. Heather has confidence for days, and I have no idea where it comes from. That's like, these two need to get together. Xavier will be all jealous.
Who's the other ones? Yeah. Yeah, it's fun though, and it's, I have to say, what I'm going to miss as as we continue to build, what I'm going to miss is only having so many people in the broadcast, but like people actually knowing my name. It is so fucking hilarious having the real life attention on that level, and then hopping on social media and technically being an absolute nobody. Because
if he blocked it, you shouldn't be able to see it.
And it gets me cracking up anyway. It does. I find it fucking hilarious. Welcome from Ireland. How are you? Yeah, what country are you guys from? I figure we have a lot of Americans in here. Maybe not. Shouldn't assume.
Colleen really needs a friend bad, apparently. Like, she's going to... She's like, oh, Colleen.
And wonder what she does after work. God only knows. If you do have responses to people who made vids of you in the past, you get a ton of followers. Yeah, but I'm not trying to get drug into the past. That's kind of like what we can, that's the thing that I keep saying over and over and over again. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Just staying out of trouble, you know. The usual.
Making death threats. Staying out of trouble.
Wait. Please tell me I didn't drop that $5 bill. I had $5. And I got to stop putting money in my little pocket because I put money in that little pocket and then I can't reach it.
He's literally saying the same thing he said when he threw out his fucking pants and his jacket.
Get that money out.
Last year.
Please tell me it's still in here. Yes, and I need to take it out before I forget. So, something happened today where there was this guy, right? I was on the corner smoking. And maybe it's just because my beard isn't trimmed, but I guess I looked homely. And some guy just like handed me $5. He's like, "Here you go, man. Grab something to eat." I literally stepped out to smoke. I was spending $70 at that dinner I told you about. And I stepped out to smoke. And I guess I looked like a homeless guy. So like an actual, like in real life, like I looked straight up homeless just because of my beard.
You look homeless now and online too.
Walks up to me, hands me $5. He's like, "Here, man, go grab something to eat." I didn't say no. I'm like, "Thanks, man. Thanks for $5." And so I gave him a couple of cigarettes. But I would say that was one of the highlights of my night.
James just is like out here giving cigarettes to everyone. I don't know if you guys remember in one of the streams, like he diffused a situation by like offering someone to smoke and like was like, "Don't worry, I got you." He's walking around with his hood up like a fucking Jedi. I was like, this is crazy. Cigarettes. He really learned about the currency of cigarettes in jail. I think like he values those more than money.
Yeah, see, I'm like triple jointed or whatever, or double jointed. So every time it looks like I'm gonna fall, I just end up bending my knee backwards. It's like people are like, "Oh my God, he's gonna fall," and then I don't. Tough bastards. I try. Irish tough and fine. Smokes are expensive. Yeah, out here a pack of smokes is like $10, sometimes more.
Did he say what brand of smoke he smoked when I went away?
People the amount of people that either offer me money for cigarettes or like it's just convenience. Like I always walk around with a pack of cigarettes in my pocket because I leave them hanging out just a little bit because there's people walking down the street that want to smoke. And they don't feel like going to buy a full pack of cigarettes or they don't feel like going to the shop to buy them, right? So I'll just walk around with a pack of cigarettes hanging out of my pocket. And people will walk up to me and be like, "Yo, bro, you got a cigarette for $1?" "Yeah, I got you." "Got a cigarette for 50 cents? "Yeah, I got you." And then before you know it, my pack of cigarettes is gone and I got like $20 in my pocket. And I smoked maybe 3 of them. So...
James just out here with his ass out, with the cigarettes out, and oh yeah, you need some cigarettes here. So he's just basically like pawning cigarettes to make a little bit extra off of the pack and smoke 3. He's like a weed dealer, but just cigarettes. Like, do people really buy cigarettes for $1?
You give up smoking because it's just like very lucrative, and people are always offering money for cigarettes.
It's too lucrative to smoke.
It's kind of nice.
No, fuck the lung cancer. It's too lucrative.
Because I'm kind. I try. Sometimes I give them out, Sometimes I'm like, "Oh, you got money?" Especially if I see somebody like, if somebody in a suit walk up to me, "Yo, you got a cigarette?" I mean, I do. I'm not going to assume that you are a millionaire, but there's a stark possibility that you don't need me to just give you a cigarette. And I'll be like, "Yeah, here you go." I'm like, "All right." Yeah. Oh, smokes.
Doesn't sound like a very good salesman.
Catch it up. Come back to you. It does. Where do I sleep at night? I don't talk about that. I learned not to talk about where I live before I had somewhere to live. So for anyone that doesn't know, when I first got to Hollywood, I lived on the street. Like I came to Hollywood.
I think.
And I came to Hollywood homeless. And I'm not totally out of that situation just yet. I just don't live on the street anymore. And
where you live on a bench?
And something I learned was you don't tell people where your spot's
Semantics.
at. You don't tell people where you're sleeping when you're on the street. And I took that and adopted it into regular life. So now I don't tell people where I put my head down. I don't tell people the address. I don't tell people the address. I don't tell people where it's near. I don't even start broadcasting anywhere near where I'm at. Because
smarter than Heather.
One thing I will say about the street is that it does follow you. Even when you make it off the street, you'll have people coming up to you and trying to get stuff off of you.
Daisy.
And I'm just not about it. It's one thing when someone needs help, I'm about that. But when I have somebody coming up to me and like trying to like I said, when I was having beers with my buddy, this homeless guy came up to me, and I guess he like knew somebody that I knew from the street, and he's like kind of spouting out information, like in a passive way, like I know this about you, I know that about you. I'm thinking to myself, like, first off, none of that's a secret, so like you're out of luck. And then second off, here's a cigarette. But you know, it will follow you. It's something you can't really escape. You have to, you know, manage due diligence and to stand your ground with people. But also staying humble is important. Like if you come out of a rough situation and then you have an attitude towards the people that you used to associate with, I mean, that's a wonderful way to make sure that you have to have protection. And it's a wonderful way to make sure that you have to stay out of the public. But when you respect your past, then it helps you to be able to more easily protect your future and live in the present without near as many concerns.
He is probably 20 feet from where he'll sleep, but at least James is smart enough to be like, I'm not going to tell you where I'm sleeping, where Heather's like, I'm here in Lincoln Park Zoo, blah, 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 blah. And then like Daisy's like literally walking to her apartment and saying like the complex and like, look, I'm right here. I'm going to sleep here. So I don't know. I was mildly impressed with James just based off the other hobos.
I moved into the mainstream, right? And for my conspiracy theorists out there, you guys know what it means to be in the mainstream. I'm the one person that's going to say it to your face and say, stop asking, because it is real. You don't want to get involved. And if you do, I am not the way to get involved. So don't ask. Like the more you ask about my personal life, the more red flags go up for the people that look out for me. And you don't need that smoke. You don't want that smoke. You don't want to know the answers to those questions near as much as you think you do. The answers to the questions that you have will eventually be on Wikipedia. They'll eventually be on some tabloid. But for now, they're not. And until they are, I would highly recommend refraining from asking those types of questions just for the sake of common sense.
No. I wish I got government assistance. Why is she being so crazy? I thrive on James's location. What is he insane? Is she insane? No, where is Conger actually? Not around.
What's small? Don't ask that. Don't even.
He's glitching.
It's like that. It doesn't matter. Listen, guys, everybody in the broadcast knows where I'm at right now. There isn't some hunt for my location. It's very obvious where I'm at. Everybody knows where I'm at. I walk in circles on this walk. Everybody knows where I'm at. It's not a secret. It's not a surprise. It's an old style tactic to try and like build up this air and this ambiance of attempted like what is it? Some incognito attitude. And I don't have one. I'm walking out in public and it's normal and I'm not putting too much thought into it.
Check me out.
Yeah, no matter who it is or who it isn't. Like, and I feel like people who come in on a fake account and they're like doing something on another account or whatever don't realize not only how creepy that is, but like, and I'm talking about the people that, you know, if you come in on a fake account and you're like, ha on another account, like that is the dorkiest, dumbest, most pathetic, weird, annoying, and creepy thing that I have seen on the internet, and I've seen a lot of weird shit.
You know what's weirder? Like violating the restraining order, and then those videos, like, getting you fucked up.
It's just like, there's no words for it. There's really just no words for it. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. It is, it's definitely not my vibe. So we'll do one more round. I got one more round with you, so I'm going to call it a night.
How long is one of his rounds?
Listen, I mean, this is a live stream broadcast. Nobody cares. Like, you got to realize, like, even with my status, people don't care who I am. Like, do you know how many people, like, for how many people follow me, like, in real life and all that stuff? I don't know, just call it fans in real life, right? For how many fans I got in real life, they don't care about me near as much as they care about what I'm doing or what's interesting that they could post about. It's not about me. It's in, a certain form of enigmatization where they idolize a person and then kind of just feed off of the events that surround their life.
Colleen used to like love me, and then I don't know, she got crazy, so I like removed her, and now she's angry, I guess. I don't know. Colleen is kind of a roller coaster.
Care whether or not sharing my broadcast is going to get them views on their profile. Like, is it interesting? That's usually people's main concern. I can tell you that about 80% of my fan base doesn't even know my last name. They know my name is James. And like, that's it. They don't.
Your last name's literally right there, Saroka. What do you mean?
Most people don't even know my last name. And they don't really care what it is, because it's not their interest.
See what comes up if we Google James Saroka.
There's nothing more to it.
Not good things.
I love you today. Hell yeah, look. Exactly how that is.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, What do you call it? Yeah, no, like that does happen. And I have to admit, it might make me a dork, but I like it. In my own personal life, I do have people that come up to me and act like they know me. And it's the fucking coolest thing. I mean, I'm going to be real with you. It's such a lame thing to do, to walk up to somebody and just pretend like you know them because you want to be popular or something. But I tell you what,
James makes people popular.
Approaching and pretending like they know you, it's fucking cool.
Wow.
Am I a little vain for that? Am I a little self-centered? Absolutely. But it's a little confidence boost. It's a little reminder that I did make some progress in my life. I can't always be helpful, but I try from time to time.
I really think so.
The only one that cares about you is you. For real, though.
He fancies what he fancies when he fancies it. Remember that quote? That was yesterday, the day before? I don't know. Actually, we kept things pretty fresh the past 48 hours.
This is my truth that I'm going to tell you right now. I am not involved in any secret organizations or cults. I'm not involved.
Who's saying that?
In any church type stuff beyond like religion type stuff, just beyond maybe going to church or like volunteering with the homeless, with people who like need food and stuff, right? I have not really been involved in anything that like would be considered secretive or like conspiracy worthy.
He stopped the nuclear war.
And then people will just, when what it really comes down to is on a psychological level, most people can't conceptualize or understand how someone is famous or how they got the amount of social attention that they get. So in order to try and bridge that gap mentally between, like, to try and bridge the gap between where their life is and where my life is, they come up with conspiracies. They come up with theories. They come up with ideas like, where'd this come from? Where'd that come from? And what it really comes down to is people trying to understand a situation that may be outside their grasp of conceptualization. Because where I'm at in my life, I understand how I got here because I got here. There's no other way I could have ever come to understand how I got here without having done it.
Okay, but there's like he's documenting all this. There's documented proof of like what happened and why he went to jail and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think it applies in James's case. Maybe you can say that about someone who doesn't live stream their life all the time.
Our savior, you bet. Cause this shit. All good. That's fine. It's good you're not on the person. All right. Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
He said that the Scientology people said he was smart.
Probably never was. God bless America. Yeah. I don't really talk about or involve myself with like that side of law enforcement, like with that side of the law. I don't really involve myself at all with the other side of the law because, you know, that's where it leads. Where your focus goes, your power flows. So I don't like focusing on that side of the law. I want an In-N-Out burger. Me too. Oh my gosh, I could buy In-N-Out. That's actually a really good idea. I'm not going to because I will end up shitting my brains out, but another day.
Those are weird trees for California. Believe it.
Greasy? Oh, In-N-Out burger. Very delicious though. Always worth it.
I don't know if he said he's chafing.
You were going to try to.
What's going on with you,
Be a
James?
cock.
Yeah.
Well,
what about the academy?
You, it's on the table, but it's very unlikely.
It's on the table.
You say stop? Stop what? Oh, talking about In-N-Out burger.
There we go.
Yeah. Sorry. All right, we'll do one more round and that'll be it for the night.
Wait, I thought that was the last round. Fucking James. He's gonna go for another 50 minutes. Mamma mia.
Am I eating? Not right now. I'm not hungry. You have any idea how much food I ate today? I saved half my nachos.
Wait, where are they? They're just nachos stashed somewhere?
I had a belly like this since I was 14 years old. I was chubby when I was like 14, right? And then I got really skinny and I stayed skinny and then I got muscular. And now I, once again, have a gut.
Find a picture, James.
And it's fantastic. I feel good.
Lying.
It's nice to actually have food and be eating. And so people are like, oh, you gained some weight. I'm like, you bet your fucking ass I did. I know I look good. I got a dad bod. I'm happy about it. I don't mind my gut. Might not get a modeling job. But personally, I don't give a fuck. I look good. I'm happy about how I look. And I will lose that weight when I have to. And right now I don't have to. I'm too busy basking in the glory of my fatness. It feels good. I've never been fat. And it reminds me that I am getting I'm eating a lot every day, which is something I don't always get to do. So I'm enjoying my season of bulk, I'll call it.
I don't even think James looks fat. What is he talking about?
And then I'll just cut later, I guess. Chicken sandwich. Eating at 2 a.m. is fat behavior. He's 3 hours behind us. I might eat at 2 a.m. I might. What I can tell you is I don't really like. Oh no, they're fucking closed. Damn it. All right, I'll just drink my Coke when I get back.
It's very hard to send James money though, so she's gonna be in for a treat.
I don't really sleep at night.
And then she'll pull a Cleveland housewife, come back here, be like, "I'm so sorry" on some other account, and then I will ignore her, and then she'll go back to James.
Fries are from the In-N-Out menu. That's good. You look healthy. Thank you. I am pretty healthy, thankfully. All things considered, even with my diet, I'm still pretty active. Pinch of Coke. Ew, come on now. That's like dirty. Trying to put it back on.
I can see the future. Dumb.
Ready for that other cream? Yeah, exactly.
Hey, do what I do. You just walk it off. That's what I do.
There's a lot of walking off. Let me find a
I will tell you though, just like as a little side note here. People in Hollywood, guys, if you're I live in Hollywood, okay? If you live in Hollywood, I need you to do me a giant favor. I need you to chill the fuck out. If you live in Hollywood and you are like all worried about people watching you or following you or staring at you, chill your grill, calm down. People are not staring at you. People are not following you.
Only James.
I can't tell you how much I walk up and down this Walk of Fame and see people paranoid and looking around, looking like they're high on crack, terrified that somebody's following them or looking at them or something like that. And it is so upsetting and sad and disappointing and just concerning, very concerning. Like, I don't know why people are so obsessed with the notion of something bad happening to them, but I could tell you living here, there is not nearly as much crime as people think there is. Bad stuff doesn't happen near as often as people like try to think.
I don't know.
And the reality is, you're gonna be fine. And the more it's about the energy that you put out.
I think he's just talking to himself.
The energy that you put out. If you put out the energy that something's going to happen, then it might. If you don't,
yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't even see this, but yes, yeah, right. I think he's just saying this to himself.
All right, we're not doing this.
What?
Sorry, guys. Like I said, sometimes the internet attracts psychopaths who will literally use their own children's deaths to like gain social attention. It's absolutely psychotic. But it's the internet. Please expect it. That you can't expect it. It does come with the territory. And like I said, sometimes you have to be disastrously cold. And you do not have a choice but to be disastrously cold. And some people will say, well, then we just don't do it. Well, don't worry. You don't want to make that money? Don't. I'll have it. It's fine.
No, that wasn't the right
Hollywood
one.
is not that cool. To
This
many
one?
people. Well, those people can suck my dick because they fucking love Hollywood. And cry about it too while you're at it. You don't like your job? I'll have it.
That's curtains for Colleen, guys. That's curtains for Colleen.
Us looking to make a name for themselves. There is. Yeah, I will say is that is an advantage I came in with is, already having made a name for myself. That's if there's anything I could recommend to you if you're going to try to move to Hollywood and your interest is in media, I would definitely utilize the internet to build something for yourself before you come here. That way you have an advantage when you get here because it's just everybody's doing it. Everybody is a star. So
he's got a good crazy detector though. Better than mine. I could use James. I guess I could use James. I thought he was useless, but like, I don't know.
If you can come to town with something to already say for yourself, you're much more likely to make it. You also have a better chance than you did before because a lot of people have moved out of Hollywood, have moved out of California, and a lot more people are moving out of California. So those of us who are, focused on the area and in love with Hollywood, we stick around and we don't end up with extra drama. So the people that don't want to be here don't stay. And those of us that do want to be here, we do. So if you want to move here and you're trying to break into media, make sure you already got a thick skin. And when I say thick skin, I mean a damn thick skin and some sort of backing already. And don't go without a job or you will probably end up homeless. If you don't run home, you will probably end up homeless. Very real. Very, very real thing.
She can't be because she went crazy on me and I banned her. So but we were very patient with her. You know what I mean? I felt bad for her. And then so we let her we let a lot of shit slide with her. And it took James a couple hours for him to be like, she's a fucking psychopath. So I'm like, wow. Is James smarter than me? It's in this sense, you know what I mean?
Has been initiated or whatever, however that works. Sucks for you. Shouldn't have fucked me over. Anyway, like I said, when you want something, you get it. You got to be willing to work hard enough for it.
This chat's gonna be slow now, but we can go back in Steve now. Hey,
enough. Most of the time, people will be have this picture perfect idea of how society works, and they're like, well, something bad happened or we had a disagreement. I forgave the person. They forgave me. No offense, but if you're out here, the likelihood that it's over, it's pretty low. It's usually not over. It's just they're waiting for you to forget about it and turn your back, and then they get something from you. Such as when you're sitting at dinner and then someone just comes up to you and thinks you're going to get something out of you. I'll try to catch you by surprise, but you just got to stay ahead of it. That's all. It's all about making that money. Yeah, for the mid-level people, for the people that like the industry, for the people who want a job or a career, then yes, it is a paycheck. For those who it is a passion, for those of us who maintain a passion, it's way more than that. It's very real to some of us. And those of us it's real to are the ones who keep things in line around here. And then we let the people who are about the money think that they're running things because their egos can't handle the idea that they're not in control. You need a drink. Okay. Do I see other streamers? Sometimes. From time to time I do. I don't really talk to them, but just the other night I was live streaming. There was someone live streaming. It's bedtime. Not yet. Not yet.
it is. He banned it. I thought he couldn't ban people with his fingers. I didn't need his mods to.
Like I said, sometimes it's just about access, giving people access to you sometimes is important when you're in media. Making yourself accessible from time to time can be a good thing. Now me doing it, the impact that it makes, I got to be careful about it. But like I said, if you're not going to give me what I deserve in the time frame I deserve it, I am going to come and take it for myself in one way or another. And right about now, this is the way I'm doing it. Right? So I reached out for gigs over the past couple of days. I have yet to secure one. So I'm coming live. And that's that. No, I'm not getting drunk. I said I'll drink with friends, but I'm not really a drink alone type of person.
What was I gonna do? I don't know what he was saying. I'm playing roulette with accounts right now because, like, if I sign into I don't know which account I'm signed in that I'm recording on, but really, I need to stop the recording on that anyways, and probably see how much memory is on this phone, and then also probably not go in there as me because he'll ban me, and then this recording will go away. But then I actually, oh yeah, no, I can't even record anyways. I guess we're gonna risk it.
Very happy about that. I have been getting an absorbent amount of matches, and I'm very satisfied about it. Very happy about it. And tell you something I like about Hollywood in this area. My profile, I have like 1 or 2 photos on it, and they're shit. Like my photos are absolute trash. And I'm getting matches. I'm getting people talking to me, women, right? And they're not catfish. They're like actual people, which is really cool. In my line of work, it's very easy to know the difference. So it's just like people here are far more sociable and have far lower they're not like ridiculously expectational. They're not like, well, if you text me, hey, I'm not answering. Or if you say, what's up, I'm not answering. Right? They're not like they actually engage with you. Even if you say something that doesn't interest them and they are then not interested in you, they will answer you just to strike up a conversation with someone. And I like that. It's nice because people here, as much as people say, oh, Hollywood's weird, people are far more, sociable, which I would consider to be a trait of people who are less weird. People.
Okay, we got a new backup account. Corey, trying to make him go to bed. No, if you can hear me.
Yeah. Gotta make that paper, get that cash stack up. Yeah. And I had a conversation about that with DPSS. It's like, well, if I'm making money on the side, do I need to report it to it? Like, there's a whole slew of like caveats and loopholes. And you guys know how much I love loopholes, especially when it comes to money. So when it comes to like selling cigarettes, when it comes to
gonna report the earnings on the cigarettes to the IRS,
financial internet pursuits, there are caps to it, and it's also technically not like income that I have to report either to the IRS or to like DPSS. So it's not even considered income. So it's essentially free money, which almost doesn't exist. No such thing as free money. Well, I'm making free money, which is fucking awesome. So I have, a couple $100 a month or a couple $1,000 a month that I can make on the side in gifts. And then when it reaches a certain point, I then have to report it, but I'm not to that point yet. But I also then don't lose my benefits. So I'm still getting, my benefits. I'm still getting a couple, almost $1,000 a month to be able to spend, which is really nice while I get myself on my feet. So
it's the bipolar
thing. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people who take advantage of the system, who feel very clever, but it's just not smart. Like if you're smart, you take the help that they're giving you and actually do something with it and move forward, because so many people want that throughout this country and can't get it because they don't live here, But if you live in the state of California, it is so easy to get on your feet when you ask for the proper help. Most people are just either stubborn or they're like anti-government or whatever their fucking issue is, But when you're cooperative, it's very easy to get on your feet. Like I said, when I first got here, I didn't have jack shit. And I barely had to get any of it myself. And now I'm getting it myself, but I didn't have to start that way.
Like a daisy chain.
There's always food available. There's always somewhere to sleep. It's just about applying yourself.
Probably okay, actually.
It's getting late. Be careful walking around. No, it's a walk of fame. There's like a lot of security around. There's cops around. There's pretty much no trouble at all, like anywhere.
I remember Sovereign Citizen days.
Have you ever seen the movie American Chick-fil-A. Nope. Getting close to quitting time. Yeah, it is. What happened to my backpack? Which backpack? Name one. My backpack is currently in storage.
Storage, okay. A dumpster somewhere.
Told you I was done playing. So after I finish this, I now have the cash to go and get myself a new one, which I'm very happy about.
How if you're just smoking them? He's gonna stop walking back and forth.
And instead of seeing it as bragging, what I'm trying to do is motivate you to do it yourself. Because when I listen, in my life, when people brag, it motivates me. It doesn't piss me off. Am I a jealous person? You better fucking believe I'm a jealous person. I see somebody with something I want and I get really fucking jealous. But what I do, instead of getting pissed off trying to take it from them or trying to whatever, what I do is I go and get it myself because I want it. But when people have something I don't have, it motivates me. So like on social media, I follow a lot of people that have shit that I want.
Odd mentality. I'm smoking a cigarette. Just gotta wrap this up. I'm thinking of a way to daisy chain recordings here. I just don't want to get up. I don't want to get the other computer. Should have known he was going to take forever, though. All right, I just got to mute for a second.
Oh, man. Thank you. Thanks for the gift. And I told you guys, too, that you can pump gifts into the broadcast. And I'm not in an agency yet because I don't want to be, because that's reportable income. But if you have, like, if you just want to support, one second. If you just want to support my endeavors on the platform, throw gifts up there because I will use those gifts towards broadcasters that I'm supporting. And that gives us control within the platform. And you guys know that I'm very, very good with this type of thing. And it gets fun. It gets very fun. Now, TikTok, that's a mainstream platform. I am not trying to assert any type of control on the platform TikTok. That is something that is already its own organic mass of individuals that doesn't need my help in that department. That's more something that I want to be a part of. Whereas like this here, this is, let's call it a big payout. My gosh. If we can figure out where to put this platform, same way we did Periscope, if we can figure out what to do with this, we'll be good. So now it's up to you. If you want to support those endeavors, contribute to the broadcast. If you don't, that's fine. I can do it without money too. I'm going to put my money in my own life. I'm not going to put it into the what do you call it, platform. But I'll certainly invest my time and attention. Thanks for the hearts and all that. So it's our last go around. It's the end of the night. Literally, everybody's closing up shop for the night, so we're gonna too. But we got 243 people to the broadcast. We've had a lot of fun today. I've had a lot of fun today. I still was able to make time for us to meet tonight, which is good. And hopefully I'll be able to see you again soon. I haven't been making TikToks or anything. I am waiting until I have a more stable living situation. Like once I am in some type of housing, like I got an apartment with a lease or something, somewhere I know that I'm definitely going to be long term, then I will start making TikToks and shit. But until I have all that, I don't think I'm gonna.
All right, now I can talk. So like I can just take like that recording from the time I stopped the other recording, and now I have it like on that other computer recording, so then I can just link them all together. And this is what I don't like about James. I just need like I guess a larger phone. Like I need like a fucking like terabyte phone, and then just have it just for James. No apps, but fucking Bigo. And then I wouldn't have to daisy chain them like this. I hate it. But it's all right. I mean, like, there could be worse things in life. It's a first world problem.
So, what have we learned today about Hollywood? What's the number one lesson you got from me today during this broadcast?
I'll be back in a second. Again.
Make money and stack it up. You bet your fucking ass. That's right. Make that money, stack it up, and don't ever give it to anyone. Do not give money. No resource. A car if you want. Don't give away money. The worst choice you could ever make is to give away your money. That is my personal opinion, is my stance. Donations and stuff like that, whatever. Do whatever you're going to do. But if I see an organization that's asking me for money, I'm going to ask them, well, what are you going to spend the money on? And they say, well, we're going to plant this forest. And I'll be like, all right, I want it. You want my money? I want to know more. And if they won't tell me, they can't have it. They tell me, they can have it. And that's that. In-N-Out is amazing. Yes. That's another good lesson. That's a fact. In-N-Out is culinary perfection.
Yeah, those pink sneakers or something.
It's not confections, but I guess it could be considered metaphorical confection.
But it was... Wow. It wasn't mean. We can rebuild. I can give you one of my accounts. I'm sorry.
All right, so we're cutting down to the wire. You guys got like 5 more minutes with me, 5-10 minutes. I need you to spill the beans, say what you got to say, ask what you got to ask. Anything you got for me, you got to get it out in the next 10-15 minutes, because I'm shutting down and I do not know when I'm coming live next.
They'll just block you. I mean, if this is actually the last 5 minutes. Good.
And as you guys have noticed, the comment section continues to grow. The amount of comments coming in continues to multiply. And if you do not get your say in now, I might miss your comments later. And we don't want that. Last chance. Or we could just spend the next 15 minutes walking in silence. That could be fun too.
Do a walk of silence.
Excuse me.
James, you ban everyone. I can't. Should we risk another account?
All right, I gotta put this down for a moment.
We can do it.
Switch. All right. gotta get like a selfie stick or something. I'm looking at getting a tripod and a seat, like just a little bench that I could put on a backpack, and then I'll just put the bench down somewhere, take a seat, and put the tripod up, and we'll sit here and talk. But for now, this is what we got. Is there an In-N-Out burger on the walk?
What did you say?
You go.
I was getting the link.
Where is it? Okay, so like not Sunset. Hollywood and Highland, which is you guys saw where I showed you that big four-way, like that intersection, that really big intersection with all the people standing on the corners. Right, that's Hollywood and Highland. If you go down Hollywood and Highland, so it's like you see there's a hill, right? If you go down the hill, and it takes you the next street is Sunset Boulevard. Exactly on the right, if I remember correctly, exactly on the right.
Oh, because you're talking about a selfie stick? Do you think he has two phones?
So I say a lot of people that are coming through here that are just traveling and they're tourists. They don't know that In-N-Out Burger's right there, but yeah, we have an In-N-Out Burger right off the boulevard. And I do apologize that you guys have pretty much had to look up my nostrils the entire night. But that's the best I could do. So, can I read the other chat? What other chat? I mean, there's fan accounts that are rebroadcasting me. I'd say there's probably 5 or 6 fan accounts that are rebroadcasting me, but I'm not in their chat. I currently only have one live stream running. If you're watching a live stream of me from another platform or on another account, that isn't my account. That's like a fan account or just someone rebroadcasting for views and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know how to tell you that this one is me. But I don't remember my exact one. What's my fucking username? James.Saroka. That's my username. So if you're on an account that doesn't say James.Saroka, you're not on my account.
Okay. No one knows my last name.
Scene for movie. Show business. Nah.
That's true.
All right, give me like an impression or something that you want. Yeah, you got to tell me what you want. Maybe I'll try it. I got less than 5 minutes with you. Maybe 5 minutes. That should be good. Thank God, I'm good. Okay. Now, did I finish this? I did. Why did I put it in my pocket? I don't know. Okay. Whew. What a day. It was Seth Rogen laugh. I can't remember his laugh off the top of my head. It's so deep. I don't think I could. I can't do it. I honestly can't do it.
I don't think he knows Heather.
My God. It's like, how do I put this? Some people don't really believe in karma, but like, I spoke my piece. I said what my commitments were. I came to Hollywood. I said, hey, here's the deal. Here's who I am. You're going to have to deal with me one way or another. I tried the nice way. I did. And I just got picked on, So now it's kind of like, I'm going to break the rest of my way in, and you're going to get used to me. And there's nothing else to it. If that means I don't have as many friends, well, I'm pretty sure it was going to go that way either way. And I'm fine with not being friends with people that aren't being real with me anyway. But I'm here and I'm here to stay. Crushing a Bane from Batman. Oh, God. I'm going to embarrass myself quite a bit. Selling cigarettes behind the pack. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. More than enough. I sold enough cigarettes to buy 2 packs of cigarettes. I think I smoked like, over the past 2 packs, I smoked 5 or 6 of my own. That's it. Thank you for watching as long as you've been watching. The Batman laugh. I don't know what the Batman laugh is. I don't know.
What laughs can he do?
Try Dane. I'm embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'm for it. Like, I'm embarrassed because I'm not.
What is it? Why is he so?
See, like, I'll do it in real life.
This is
when
real
I'm not
life.
on camera.
Oh my God.
Like, I got no problems just being like, I was born in the dark, molded by it. I don't like that's not Bane. Like, I obviously have to do a better job, but in real life, I'll go all into it. But
yeah,
when I'm live, I just can't. I don't know why. I just can't. Oh, and something I didn't know. I don't know if you guys knew this. I just recently found out that Bane from Batman was played by Tom Hardy. You fucking know that. I love Tom Hardy. And he was Bane, apparently. I think, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Tom Hardy played Bane, which is really cool.
I don't know. I think he played Venom. Who's Tom Hardy?
That's pretty good. Thanks. Wasn't that good. I don't think it was that good, but I'll take it. This is the cool platform, the non-mainstream one. Oh, I don't know. I guess. I mean, it's cool to it's everybody. I'm sorry, everybody's the same. Having reached the pinnacle that I've reached in my own personal situation, in reference to what people know I'm referencing, you ain't gonna hit me. I gotta wait anyway. Sean Connery voice. No. Wait. Sean Connery, who is that? Please tell me that's not who actually played Bane. I thought it was. God, I'm so good at making a fool of myself. Fuck. Oh well. Yeah, it's like for me, everybody's the same. Like there was a point where I was like, Instagram's cooler than Bigo, TikTok's, like the mainstream platforms are where it's at, and whatever, and whatever, and now I realize after having some experience with streamers of all different types and people making content on all different platforms, and even the people that are like famous who have other people making their content, everybody is the same. We are all the same. We all operate the same way. We just have different levels of social attention. We have different quirks and personalities, but we're all the same. We just are. We all behave. We pretty much have most over the notion of this is cool and this isn't. It's just, whatever's popular is cool at the time, unless you're like grunge and you're one of the real ones, then you're like you said,
grunge.
Well, this is cool and that's not, but it's all cool. It all isn't cool. It's all the same. Oh, I went the wrong way.
You're going in a circle. How do you go in the wrong way?
I was supposed to turn a long time ago. Okay.
Is he gonna get locked out of the shelter now? He's got 14 minutes.
I did see that. Or did I see that on Instagram? Instagram or TikTok? I saw that. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Kick is the application you get paid on. I don't know. I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the fans. I'm here to connect with my audience. And, you know, not a lot of people are coming to the stream. Obviously, we only get a couple hundred to a couple thousand, depending. But it gets put out there and people see it. And we're good. I'm doing my best. But I found that the more popular I become and the more people that know my name, the less people end up in the live stream broadcasts. And I figure that has to do with, what do you call it? Just an intimidation factor, which I totally get. Like,
people finding out who you actually are a factor.
There have been like really famous people that have done live streams, and I myself was like nervous to go into their broadcast, and I would actually not go into their live stream because I just would be so nervous. I'm like, oh, I don't want to make a fool of myself. Now I don't care. I'll go in there and I'll make all sorts of comments or whatever, not give a shit. And I did that when. There you go.
Just gotta get to stepping.
I did that with. No, you're cool. I did that with. See, I told you, people around here are like super polite. They really are. I don't care what anyone says, but when you are kind and polite, people are kind and polite. Doesn't matter where you're at. Even LA. But TikTok, the main TikTok account, they did like an event where they invited some of the most popular creators to the headquarters in LA. And I was watching that live stream, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I was in there. And the guy who was running it, his name was James, which is pretty cool. And
very common name.
I was just following along with all of it, and I was commenting here, this and that. And I tell you what, it doesn't popular you get when you're in the broadcast and it's like a big broadcast and there's all cool shit going on and they acknowledge you. It's so cool. I'm sorry, but like when the guy who's running, when the people that were running the broadcast and the guy acknowledged him, oh, hey, James, that's my name. And they're like, that's me. He's talking about me.
That's why it's bad to give James positive attention. It's a really fine line to walk. You have to say things that are nice, but can be almost taken the wrong way because we are taking them the wrong way. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's an art.
Podcast. I never do that.
I haven't been doing it well. I got a bunch of accounts kicked, but I blame Colleen for most of those.
For the whole broadcast. But with that main TikTok account, the event was actually very interesting. And I learned a shit ton. So, I stuck around. And apparently, I didn't know this, but TikTok does a lot of stuff that they do here on Bigo. Like they do battles and they do all that kind of thing, and they do gifts and stuff. So I got across. But yeah. The more you stream, the more supporters you get. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'm mostly broadcasting and stuff at this point to like save from becoming complacent and to make sure I spend time with
Corey's good at it.
On a one-on-one basis. Because I don't want to become lazy. And I know that if I'm out here getting myself together, getting my life together, and I'm not broadcasting, I'm not making content, that even in the mainstream sense, I'm still going to be falling back and like not trying as hard, and a lot of times when they're asking you, like when you're trying to get gigs and get jobs and stuff, and even regular jobs, they ask you for your social media. They ask you for your accounts. They want to know what you're doing on the internet. And so like I kind of have to keep up with it just to be able to stay ahead of the past.
We got 9 minutes to make it, James.
I'm living now, So yeah, it's just like I said. When I get to a point where I have a 9 to 5 and I'm consistently working, I don't want to become complacent in that job. Like out here, minimum wage is. I was told that minimum wage is $20. $20. And
yeah, you know how much rent costs there?
I'm seeing they're offering like $17.25 or $17 whatever, right? But still, that's so much money. $17 an hour to flip burgers? I mean, come on. And then people are still complaining. Like, well, it's the cost of living.
Mm-hmm.
Guys.
James, you don't have any cost of living.
No offense, but I could go on Facebook Marketplace right now and I could find 16 to 18, 20 different apartments just in the Hollywood area. And yeah, they're just private rooms, but they're private rooms that are costing $500, $600, $700, $800 a month. People are like, rent is $2,000, average rent is $2,000 a month. Well, no offense, but if you're a single individual, like, do you really need to impress your friends with a $2,500 a month apartment that has 2 bedrooms and you're just one single person just so you could be fancy?
He's talking to himself again. He's telling himself this. I mean, I don't think James can maintain a whole house himself. I think he probably would benefit in just renting a room someplace where, you know, he's not allowed in the main areas because he doesn't get along with anyone. And then fucking, it just kind of takes care of itself. And James can stay in his room and do whatever he wants there. Eat raw meat.
And I'm making $17 a month. And my phone bill's like $100 a month. I mean, my God. I'm taking a home
$17 a month?
You know, it's just insane the amount of money that can be made around here if you choose to live frugal. It's just the true the true socioeconomical epidemic that is
just turning into daisies
rampant in Los Angeles, especially, is the what do you call it? Is lifestyle, is a demand on this luxurious lifestyle that is most definitely not a requirement to get yourself settled in this area. Why do you need an $800 backpack when you can't pay rent? And how and why?
Where did James see an $800 backpack?
You got evicted. Common sense has gone out the window. I could rant about this all day. I really could. I won't. But God, I could.
Right.
1 second, there's something in my sock. I don't know if I've got my sock, but it did.
James, we don't have time for this.
Okay.
We have 5 minutes left.
Are you going to make it home by the night? I want to turn into a pumpkin. Okay, let me just protect this person. There we go. Are we ready? Got it. Okay. There we go. Now they're safe.
They're safe because he kicked them.
Okay. Yeah, but I actually am going to head out. I have a little bit of a walk, but I want to wind down. It was good talking with y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to follow on TikTok. Like I said, once we reach 1,000 on TikTok, TikTok is where I will be live streaming pretty much all the time. I say go follow me there if you could. If you follow me here and you're seeing this, please, for the love of God, go get me on TikTok. And I will see you there. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the follows. I will see y'all.
That's it. So you guys want to check out the let me stop the recording over there, but you guys want to check out the James Saroka community, not subreddit, the Twitter. See if there's anything new there. Give me just a second to get it pulled up here. Look at that face. Yeah, give me 1 second. I just gotta stop the recording on this. And you guys can talk about raw meat and stuff. And I'm back. Let's see if this hopefully rendered, because he went for a long time again. That rascal. At least we're like what am I trying to say here? We're keeping up with him. We're keeping up with the Joneses. Oh yeah, we got it. It's right there. It's right there. Cool. And then that one's there. We got it. Mission accomplished. Look sharp. You didn't say look sharp, Jessica. You didn't tell me we're live streaming. All right, let's see what's been going on in this thing. So we got some screenshots of James by Rome Picks. I don't know what we're looking at. Comments maybe? Or just his craziness. Mr. DeVile, I'm ready for my close-up. Go and see. I don't know. I'm saying he's live. James said he would go live here, but most of you are going to watch from a fan account anyways. It was on Twitter. Yeah, on Twitter. You got YouTube. So like everyone, including staff, telling me to go live. What? Everyone, including staff, is telling me to go live. I'm pretty sure we have to have 1K subs. What do you mean staff? Like who are you talking? What do you mean? You're not talking to any staff from Twitter or TikTok. I don't understand the power of yes. Okay. He says to follow him on Snapchat, even though he hasn't been active on it in like forever. He's asking if he should dye his hair. He was asking us that too. You guys said he would look good in fluorescent blue hair. I think that's a little crazy for James. I mean, blonde or black would be good for James. You guys don't think he's going to make it home in time? Do you think he's going to go live again? He better not. He better not go live again. So I'll have to pop back. I'll be like, ha! You know that, like, I don't know if you guys were there for the morning stream, and I don't remember if I even told you I was like, the plumber's coming today. The plumber didn't freaking come. And then, like, I got a text at 9 p.m. being like, oh, he's going to be there at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I do need to wrap this up soon so I don't die tomorrow and be a crazy person. Save your Bigo beans and gifts for someone else. He's more likely to pay a discount. It's true. He says he's gonna go give it to other creators. You just give it to those creators yourself. Then, if you think other creators on Bigo deserve your beans, don't give the power of that to James because he's not gonna cash them out. He doesn't have a bank account. He's not gonna ever cash out any beans. He hops accounts all the time. He just leaves them on his account too. He doesn't. I don't see him gift them out unless he's trying to impress a girl. So basically, all you're doing is giving James money to give to women to make them like him, and that's a bad idea too. So don't give James any beans, even if it's like you think it's entertaining. I would suggest not to. You know, I can't tell people what to do, but I would not do it myself. This is pink shoes. We did see those yesterday, so it was pretty much. Oh, and he wiped his YouTube account. So that's pretty much it for James. So yeah, we'll keep up to date with them. I'll try to like how Heather was live. I'm debating if we still should do like the Feral Fridays, obviously, but like if she goes live, since like content's so scarce, I'll snipe her if I can snipe her. I'll try to at least. I caught that, like, it was super lucky that I caught it because my phones don't go off. Like, they don't make a noise when a YouTube live happens. I just has to be, like, in my peripherals. And I was just, like, looking at my phone. And it was like, Heather's live. And I was like, Heather's fucking live? So I was like, we have to. I was like, it was like a sign, you know? It was the universe telling me, you have to do this. And I was like, yeah, okay, of course. Of course. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to show you guys or talk to you about in the James universe. I don't think so. We got to get caught up on Rev and Shani. I think they have only done 2 streams, but maybe we'll just check them real quick if you guys want to chill with me for a couple more minutes, because it's what I'd be doing anyways before I go to bed. Let's see what's up. What's up? Oh, Nal and Cobes have been up to stuff? I mean, like, of course they have. Of course they have. Oh, why didn't it? It's not showing. Hold on. I gotta switch the tabs. Bada bing, bada boom. Was it the last one? It was play Stardew Valley. That can't be that interesting. Feeling blah. That looks interesting. I'm stoked to watch that one. Let's see what Lul's Cow cut it down to for the No dead air part. We spend and there's some back in time stuff. Shiny plays, cut it down to 3 hours. Still 3 hours. It's just her playing Stardew Valley. That seems really boring. We'll have to probably go to Vanilla Goyle T's channel to see what the hell that was about. But we can watch Rev's thing sometime. I was gonna say maybe in the middle of the night, but it is the middle of the night, so no, we're not gonna do that. But sometime maybe tomorrow. Daisy did 2 things. She did this really long live where apparently a bunch of cool stuff happened, and then she also uploaded a video to her Wawa channel that no one knows about. And it was funny because Madison was in there like, oh, so you're not buying views for this channel, huh? Because she got like 13 views opposed to 80,000 views on the other channel. So we'll check those out, see what's going on there. Who's the other goofball? I think those are all the goofballs right now that I can think of. So that's the game plan going forward into the future for this week. Oh, I have to do a members only stream too. I'm so late on that for you guys. I'm sorry. The Josh interview was supposed to be for members only, but then like he was like, no, we can just do it publicly. So it's cool. Hello, Kratos. Hello, Kratos. I'm just wrapping stuff up now. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great evening. I don't know if I'll be around in the morning, but maybe. I don't know. I'll be up in the morning. So like if I'm around, I'm around. If not, I'll see you guys some other time.